Welcome to Market Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad. This is the beautiful Miss V.
Hey guys, welcome back everyone. I hope you're having a good day so far. Please, as usual, be active on the chat, ask us anything, and give us your like. We really need another 1,000 likes today. How's your trading day going, Prad?
Miss V, could you take over for a second? I need help.
Sure, no worries, guys. Today I had a busy trading day with Tesla. I went short all the way in pre-market at 11:05. Then, right at the open, stock went to 11:10, and my stop loss order got in, so I have been kicked out of my short trade. Then stock went higher, only $1 against me, and went all the way to the downside. So then I decided to get into the short trade again, and I would hold longer if this order wouldn't get in also. So guys, this was my out for this trade, but when my stop loss get in, I forgot to get out of that order. Then I got into short again. I was sleeping on in here and I missed a good out. Then I just averaged my short position, and then 1, 2, 3 outs out of this. Anyways, I'm not really satisfied with my entrances and exits on Tesla this morning today. The only thing I'm happy that I turned a negative day in a really positive day, and also that my idea at the open was right, that I was shorting the stock, and it eventually went to the downside, guys. Right? If you trade Tesla today, and what is your trade? Are you long, short, or everything a little bit? Are you good?
Can you go to Sean instead?
Sure. Let's go to Sean.
All right, yeah, just Prad, just check your chat there if you want. Okay, so brand new trade. So Prad's just working out a trade that he has, a stuck order, so we could talk about that. Let's get him all flattened out, figure that out before we throw it back over there. And this is what happens with live TV, right? We're trading, so unfortunately now you have to deal with me just one more time, and I'll make this real quick, but look at this right now. So 28 and change, 28.30 down here at the bottom. This is a level that we've talked about. We put this on our sticky note here for AMC. So let's try to get Ape Nation alive and good here. We'll see if we can get on one now back with AMC. Now, the thing about this is, it's not a huge position right now. What we're looking at for AMC, and let's just zoom this back out a little bit, is this 27.50. If we do get a dip down into this area, I want to be a buyer. I'd rather be lighter when it rips back up than have to average in and then make a decision down here because we're at that breaking point. We've already saw me make a trade there similar to this on Nikola, and then now we'll figure out what happens here moving forward. So let's see what happens with AMC. If we break back down below, we want to be a much bigger buyer. I mean, even around here, 27.60, 27.80, something like that on AMC. So this is what we're going to wind up doing, taking this downside. If it does come in, we'll see on a crash back down here for AMC. Other than that, man, our Facebook continues to work. Our Nikola, and this is another thing. Hopefully, Prad, I mean, you guys are going to be asking questions here. Prad, just let me know in the chat when you want this back. You can see down here to the downside. Look at this, just cascading. We are now in the money on every single one, besides this one, of these shorts. So now when it comes back in, it's like, what? So we are starting to get back out here, and we'll take that tick at 10.75. We're still holding a very, very small piece, but hey, good thing we got blown out there, but we only got blown out 75%. The last 25% starting to cash in for us. Nikola's going to be red on the day. I'm going to throw it over back to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Trader Prad.
Okay, well, something happened and we figured it out. We'll deal with the issues afterwards. But yeah, we're back. Good for the show now. Let's get the show going. How's everyone doing? Miss V, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Was just reviewing my Tesla trades today. Profitable day overall. And we have a super chat from Dominic from Lara. Wow, Dominic, so early. Thank you. Hey, trading family. I'm back. Hope all had a great Christmas. Please check out FTK and BBIO. Well, BBIO, Dominic, is on fire today. Everyone talking about that. Let's take a look at BBIO. And Merry Christmas to you and to all of you guys. Merry upcoming New Year. Dominic, we're glad you're back on our chat.
All right, so let me show you a couple of trades that I was
in. Can we take a look at BBIO?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was zoned out a little bit. My bad, Miss V. BBIO. Let's go right into BBIO. 17 million shares traded today. Where are we going on this? 12% up with a pretty clean move to the north side, obviously. 12% with 17 million shares traded. Let me try to pull up the stock on the daily chart. That way we can see if there's any levels that we could trade off of. BBIO, go to the daily. And it looks like that's a big drop to the down from not too long ago. Where is it? To on the 23rd of December, we pretty much came from $40 to $12, and now looking to maybe retrace some of that move over here. Now that this chart's actually loaded up, I can see that move. So we gave back a lot on the 27th or the yesterday, I guess, and now. Obviously, we're looking to see how the stock behaves at $14, at $15 or so. Today, rejection seems to have come in just slightly above $13, so that could have been a weak break. Looking to see if any volume comes back in above VWAP or so. So far, we have been holding above VWAP in pre-market all the way through the open and continuing to show some strength over here. So it looks like we could have another chance to go test 13 again if the market just stays flat as the way it is. And market is doing a lot as I expected, just going sideways today. Low on the volume end once again today for NASDAQ for the SPYs. So not really seeing any moves, but good to see that we are getting somewhat of a not too much of a down move in the market. A lot of people were expecting a big down move today, giving back almost Thursday's gains and yesterday's gains. But I was under the idea that we just go flat and the Santa Claus rally picks back up from tomorrow. Let's see if we get another big green day coming in. But obviously that futures number for ES or SPYs that Arun gave out, what was it? I think it was 4,800 still being in play. We got rejected from there off the open a little bit, and NASDAQ down 0.04%, but still flat, and ES 0.16. Prad, can you tell us how you set up volume on trading? It's just normal volume. Nothing is just I don't mess with the settings to any part. Affirm gave back all of yesterday's gains, did it? Okay, I didn't check Affirm all day today. I was focusing on my other setups over here. As you guys can see, I'm just trading stocks that you probably would have never expected me to trade. So Affirm, yeah, pretty much gave back a lot of its gains. We could have shorted a couple times around those yesterday's high, around 108 or so, and I was actually waiting for that. But looks like, weakness in the market, weakness in the stocks in general turned out not giving me that 108 opportunity. To be honest, I guess I knew I was not going to get that 108 opportunity, and I should have brought my orders down, but I was just too stingy on doing so. So missed out on this missed short over here. But looks like if we do go to 100 or I'm guessing 100. But if we pull up over here on Affirm on the daily, should be a little bit of a cleaner chart. What is that? Yeah, 150 or even 100 flat could give you a nice dip by long opportunity back to VWAP. We're pretty far extended from VWAP already, but we're still seeing the lower lows and lower highs pattern all the way to the down.
Brad, a lot of people talk about Apple on the chat. It just spiked to the upside, up around 30%. Now looks like moving back to Viva, but I'm not sure if this rip is done. What do you think?
Yeah, so my Apple trade off the morning, which actually got into a stuck order. If that order panned out in the right way, I would have been so far in the money. I had the 180 short off the open, and then that order didn't work out as it worked. I should have, and because that order was stuck, this short over here was the problem that I had to go handle with Sean and Greg. So thanks to their help, they helped me kick myself out. No matter how many orders I threw, it wouldn't let me get out of the exit, and it just because of this one order that I have stuck over here anyways. So my trade on Apple, I went long over here, and I paper handed that trade really badly. Missed out on a lot of money, because look at this trade on Apple right now. Would have been around $2 in the money. Obviously hindsight 2020. 180, which was the previous resistance on Apple, that was the short idea, and twice it would have worked, but the third time it did not work. We got a big rip to 181 or so, and the number, where is that number for give me a second here, let me open this. I think it's 182.86 exactly. Yeah, 182.86 is the 3 trillion market cap for Apple. So if we do end up going there today, I'm not going to be surprised, because once again, that's going to be a price target of some sorts for people. So we're waiting to see if 182 comes into play. 182.86. Tesla, nice trading pattern. Let's go check out Tesla. What is Tesla's trading pattern looking like? So we are getting a lower lows and about higher lows and lower highs. So we're getting somewhat of a wedge pattern over here. Obviously, we can get a breakout of that wedge to the high side or the low side. 110, which is somewhere I was sorry, right here. 1110 is where I was trying to go short, but the stock turned off in front of 1108. So I did not move my order to the downside and just watch the stock go down. So that was another stock that I was just like, yeah, that's fine. You want to go without me? I'm okay with it. And all the way to the downside looks like 1080, which is the previous resistance, now support once again coming into play, bouncing off of that level. If this wedge pattern breaks on the QQQs or on the Nasdaq, on the Nasdaq or on the SPYs, we could get a move on Tesla below 1080 to the downside. Obviously, I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen today. I think Tesla is just gonna trade sideways for a little bit, and there is a chance that we get a move back to the top side later on. NVIDIA trading pattern for sure. Let's go check out NVIDIA. I was trading NVIDIA today, and we were just scalping long for the most part. Can we get the chart going on? There we go. We were just scalping longs off these bottoms every time NVIDIA came to 306 or 304 or 302. We just took $2 per share scalp, and my biggest scalp ended up being about $3 or $4 per share over there on NVIDIA. So very happy with these trades on this stock. So far, the pattern is still pretty much holding up. I guess it's still holding up in front of 304.60, which is the previous line that I have over here on NVIDIA. So if there's a possible trade again to be made over here on NVIDIA. So we'll just push along over here, see if we can get that fill, and if 304 breaks, we'll just get out of it, and if 304 holds, we can ride this move all the way back to maybe 306 or so, which is where the 50-day EMA is, and the 100-day EMA is slightly above that. SOPA is a buy. Let's go check out SOPA. SOPA at 12% right now, 11 million shares traded today. Looking like it wants to keep going higher, but would I buy it at this price point? Probably not. I might wait till the stock to go to VWAP maybe, or even like $15 flat before actually pushing that trigger for a long over here. But if volume stays the way it is or even picks back up, there's a potential we go test the high a day again and break out of the high a day. What was the high yesterday? We're actually above the yesterday's levels. What is this high over here? 16. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me pull out the chart a little bit. About $17 or so. Let's see if SOPA has the strength to go test 17 today. We did get a high of 1660, so looks like we could just go to 17 later on.
Prad, I'm not sure if you're aware of this APPS name. It spiked to the upside today on the news that Digital Turbine announced strategic partnership with Google. On those news, stock made this jump to the upside, but by now we're back from where it jumped. Honestly, I was keeping an eye on this area today for some shorts if it breaks this level, but then I just gave up and got super excited with my shorts on Tesla. Anyways, congratulations to everyone who was able to catch any of those moves.
Yes, Miss V. What was the ticker again?
Look at APPS.
APPS. Yeah, let me just send out some orders here on my stocks, and then we'll move right on to APPS. APPS, let's see where this one is. Straight to the downside right now, even though we're up almost 1.5%. We got a big move in pre-market, and then giving back almost all of that move in off the open move itself. The opening drive was pretty big to the downside. Let's go quickly to NVIDIA, and we'll go back to apps because it's about to break 304 to the downside. We're going to keep an eye on the market. Looks like the market wants to flush a little bit lower, but 304 is pretty much a little sticky of a price. Looks like we're going to whipsaw right back onto 304. Keeping an eye on NASDAQ and SPYs to see if we're going to take lower. If so, then we don't want to be holding the stock for much longer. But good to see we're back above 304 instantly on that stock. Going to apps, so looking like apps could just try to find some support coming in very soon around these prices. come back to NVIDIA because these prices are have to keep an eye on. Look for selling coming in. Let me just filter the tape here for a quick minute. And looks like we're going to start going to the downside. So we're just going to get out of that one real quick. And wait to see when buyers will come in, and maybe around 302, 303 or so, and we'll wait for around those prices. Going back to apps here, APPS. So yeah, looking for some buyers to come in around these prices, 64.40, 64.50 around these prices. Take it back to either the 50-day EMA or the 100-day EMA. Not sure if we're gonna get back to the VWAP, obviously, because we're a little bit extended, and the way that we gave back most of these pre-market gains off the opening drive, I'm not sure we have the strength to go back to any of these prices today in itself. So a little bit of a sideways action around $66 is what I'm expecting, at least.
Prad, can we take a look at FTK? It's a penny stock up more than 48%. Dominic Formularis sent us a super chat with that ticker, and I see a few more people talk about this. I don't see really news, and 53 million free float on the name.
Thank you, Miss V. Which one was it again?
FTK.
FTK. On New York. So FTK on New York, sub penny stock with about 11 million shares traded today. Where are we on the percentages? 57%, and volume actually increasing at 11.17. Looks like we're starting to get ready to go test that dollar today. Not sure if we're gonna do it, but it looks like it wants to. It's getting ready to. Obviously, if a lot of stocks that are under a penny, if they don't get to a dollar, that are under a dollar, that don't get to a dollar, they do risk delisting. So FTK over here, not sure if it's under that time restriction, but it is making somewhat of a move off of, looks like, 55 cents not too long ago. Actually yesterday 55 cents to today currently 88 cents, 57% move. 14 million shares, not 11, almost 11. Okay. Well, we only see 11.53 here, so maybe, yeah, 14 million possible. FSLY going to 33. FSLY with less than a million shares traded, but looks like we could have a volume spike here. Let's see if the stock is starting to move towards 33, you're saying, to the downside. So we're currently at $36 or so, waiting for the chart to load up. Give me a second. And yeah, looks like you are right. It is could start moving to the down to 33 or even lower. FSLY. Let's see what it looks like on the dailies here. Is there a gap fill to be played by any chance? Don't really see it, but I see that bottom that you're talking about, that 33.75-ish low or so. That could go get tested in the next few hours. You know, obviously low on the volume end, so probably going to trickle its way all the way down there. ISIG. Let's go check out ISIG. 20 million shares traded. I was listening to Sean and Arun talk about this stock. So let's see where we are right now. 20 million shares traded so far with the high at 21.45. Give me a second on this chart. This one failed too. No. All right, ISIG. Awesome. 69% to the north side. Currently just going sideways around VWAP, not doing a whole lot. Looks like volume has taken out quite a bit of volume off the stock. We did get a little bit of a spike here on the volume end, but rejection of 21 again. Even though we got a volume spike almost as significant as the opening drive itself, rejection off that 21 is going to stand out pretty obviously. In my opinion, at this point, if we're going to go back to 21 and not break 21 with another volume spike, then the stock probably is not going to move anymore for the day, and just come back to VWAP and trade sideways. So a lot of support, obviously, a lot of buying happening around these prices. That's holding up here, and look for another volume spike to maybe go test 21.45 again. And if that doesn't take it out, then for sure not happening today. Market is crap today. Market is, just sideways today. You can't expect up and down every day. Sometimes you gotta normalize a little bit. And these are the type of days that are perfect to, train people to not really be in trades unless you really see a A+ trade. If you don't see an A+ trade, you don't need to be in the trade. You don't need to, put your risk on the table without actually knowing what I'm trying to say is you don't want to put risk on the table without actually defining your risk to reward ratios or your setups and whatnot. So today on days like this, you might see some opportunities on the table, but they might not be the best ones, and it probably is better for you to just be hands off for that trade.
Prad, someone on the chat asked if there are any short opportunities on SoFi. SoFi is down 2.70% currently. Looks like down trade personally to me. I'll double check on any news if they're around SoFi. And I would say I can see here some room until 14, 16, 13 level, so I think there are chances it could dip more. Let's see where it goes. What do you think about SoFi?
Yeah, actually, I'm going long here on SoFi because this is around $15 or so. We have pretty good support on SoFi. There is a previous support at $14 on the stock, so you're not wrong about it. I'm personally long on my own account at $15, so let's start defending a little bit. Let's take it back to VWAP. I am now pushing this long. SoFi is down 2%. Obviously, a little bit of beat down from yesterday. We went long around these same prices. What was my entry yesterday? 1488 looks like was my entry, or 1489 was my entry, and we pretty much paper handed this trade. The stock went as high as 15 or closed around 1537 and went as high as 1548. So looking to replicate somewhat of a similar trade here, getting long in front of 15. High a day today being around the same as yesterday, 1550 or so. A move back to VWAP would be great. So obviously, as Miss V just mentioned not too long ago, if we do take out the low a day, which is around 1490, I don't want to be holding this trade for too long. I don't want to be in this trade, especially if the markets start moving to the downside. We don't want to be pushing a long trade on SoFi just because we want to move to VWAP. So keep that in mind if you are going long. And if you are short, then you do have your target all the way to, I guess, $14 today if that ends up coming into play. Tech is down. SoFi is in the 14s is the correct support. That is right. Zim has been really good this month. Let's go check out Zim. Zim on New York. Awesome. I got it right. 1.77 million shares traded so far. That's not Zim. Where are we? Holding up in front of VWAP so far, around $56, $40 or so. Looks like the high day being 57.25. We got a weak break of 57 today, and the stock coming back down pretty much right away after getting that break of 57. Not having buyers around that even dollar price, not having buyers in previous ranges also, taking that stock all the way back to VWAP, and then volume decreased drastically. So we're looking to see if we can start making a move maybe back to $56 below VWAP, or back to $57 or higher once volume picks back up around later on after lunchtime. AMC's breaking out upwards. Let's go check out AMC. Give me a quick second. I want to go check on some of my other positions here. What is this one looking like? What is that one looking like? All right. Cool. Probably go back to, which one are we looking at? SoFi? No, we're looking at AMC. AMC is, back to the downside. I thought AMC would be in the positive because I remember looking at it and we were almost on the way to $30. So I really stopped looking at it after seeing them move to the upside. We pretty much gave back all that move again like yesterday. We ripped and then just giving back all that move, coming back to $28 or so. Obviously support at 28. We touched 28 exactly. That could have been at least on this candle over here or on this candle. Doesn't matter which candle, but the point is that idea of support at 28 that Sean was talking about yesterday and today still working out the same way and helping out traders to get long in front of it. A nice 20-cent scalp for anyone who's in the trade right now. Looking for a move back to either the 50 or the 100-day EMA and probably go sideways from there on. Not going to expect the position to get back to VWAP, especially with how SPYs and QQQs are now trying to go make a new lower day. At least for the QQQs, we're not at the lower day, but we're almost there. AMD dropped to the lower day. Let's go check out AMD. Where is AMD? AMD indeed coming to the lower day almost. This is around $152. Let's see what AMD support could be based off of yesterday. So around 151.20 maybe. And if you zoom out a little bit more, I don't know if AMD is coming all the way back to 150 today, but if that happens, then that's an easy dip by long for anybody. So currently 152 dip by long. If 152 gets taken out on AMD, then obviously you know what to do. So I'll jump in over here, see if they give me any positions, and if they do, we'll take it. But keep in mind, right, the market's coming off at the meantime. Let me show you what QQQ is looking like. So here we go. QQQ is coming to the downside a little bit, lower day around 401. And for SPYs, I think we are making a new lower day, or we have, and now attempting to bounce off of that. Let's see if we can see it. Almost new lower day, actually. So it looks like it's just on the ES that I'm looking at it. All right. Maybe Mara found a bottom, MARA. So keep in mind, if you are trading these Maras or your riots and stuff like that, you got to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Bitcoin went to 52K yesterday and immediately came back down and was around, I think, around 12 o'clock in the night. It was back below 49K, and I was like, okay, this is a wrap. The fact that we couldn't find support over 50K was a bad signal for me for BTC, and here we go, kind of replicating it into the rest of the crypto market, bleeding today, pretty much giving back a big gains that we were holding from, I think, yesterday or so. And that's being reflected into your Mara, into your Coinbases, and so on. So I would watch your Bitcoin because that is going to have a big influence on Mara. And then, of course, you have your buyers and your sellers who move Mara more. What does Europe closing have to do with the U.S.? Well, Europe markets close, and there's a lot of ADVs were like stocks that are in one market and another market also. So when one market closes, those kind of affect the American market stocks too. But overall, you know, in general, if the European market close on an uptick or on a downtick, it's gonna overall move the American markets a little bit too. Look at AMD over here. Let's go AMD. 45 cents in the money right now, getting a nice little pop. Let's see if we can take a profit and ride the rest of our shares to the north or back to VWAP. We're gonna take some money over here on AMD. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Let's ride it more to the north side, take it all the way to VWAP. And let's go look at some of our other positions. Looks like this one just gave us more shares to fill, so I'm going to have to throw out some more orders. Looks like I don't know if we got any fills on this one. We didn't. SoFi still pretty much around our entry, not doing a whole lot. We can go to NVIDIA maybe. What did NVIDIA do? NVIDIA is coming to the downside also. So we're going to take that fill on NVIDIA, start riding to the north a little bit. We did want to get long in front of 302, but we didn't have an order. So glad that we pulled it up just in time. Push that order. Now let's see if we can take another fill once the stock starts to actually go to the north side. 304 or so would be a good target, obviously, on NVIDIA. CERN is ripping right now. Let's go CERN. 2 cents in the money. We want to keep it going higher and higher. Not sure if I have orders out for CERN for profit just yet. Oh, 2 of them already kicked into profit, so we got to throw more. And then I got to throw another order for my more long. Awesome. Look at OYST. Oyster? Oh, OYST. OYST, not even 100,000 shares only. There better be a big volume spike or I'm moving away from it. Trader spillover, AMC. Let's go check out AMC. NVIDIA now going to the downside. So is AMD. Looks like. Where's NVIDIA? NVIDIA, if it breaks 302, we don't want to be holding it. That's going to be the low of day, obviously. We are long, looks like around 302.89. So I wanted to take closer to 302. That way I could have a little bit of a better average price, but that's fine. We kind of skipped 20 cents right before I was even able to throw my order out there. Looks like AMD also came back to the downside a little bit and actually breaking 152. So we're going to get out of this one and getting stopped out on that. Let's go back to NVIDIA. Keep our eyes over here a little bit. Looks like markets could start getting ready to actually make a new blow over here and start taking more to the downside. So if that's the case, we want to be a little bit more careful, obviously. So keeping my eyes on NVIDIA here. Let's see if NVIDIA can give us a better entry closer to 302 or so. But at the same time, CERN is just printing us money. Let's go, CERN. I'm just going to throw an order out at 302.20 to see if they're going to give it to me. And in the meantime, I'm just going to have to throw out more orders over here on this stock. Awesome. This is done with. Hi, Prad. What's up with Robinhood? Do we get some for a bounce? I don't know about going long on Robinhood ever, to be honest, but especially with how things are going on with Robinhood. Obviously, I saw an article today about how their daily users have been going up or something. But overall, man, Robinhood has a lot of things that negative sentiment just in retail mindset that's going to probably stop buyers to come in. And if, obviously the big money is not retail money, is your hedge fund money and so on. But if retail is not going to adopt with the product, the second a better product comes out than Robinhood, I'm almost certain that people are just gonna jump ships on it. And because of that, I'm not ever gonna be in that position to take a Robinhood long unless they change some things. So we'll see how that ends up. So yeah, like look at the mentality of people. I'm not saying the mentality is bad. It's just the psychology is short Robinhood until bankruptcy. So you don't want to be fighting mentalities like that. AMC double bottom. Let's go check out AMC. AMC back at 28. Looks like you could get another chance to push along over here on AMC and start moving towards, maybe even VWAP or so. That 28 support acting as a pretty good barrier so far and not really going too far to the downside from there. So that's holding up. That's good on that side. Robinhood is a sell and has had 18% decrease. Yeah, I mean, ever since IPO, it's just been going straight to the downside, right? Let's go check out over here. All right, good. The other position never filled. That's amazing. And it's still just sitting there. Okay, where are we going to? What was I doing? I was gonna do Robinhood. I was gonna show you how this chart looks like ever since it IPO'd. So it just looks like straight down. I don't know if there's a rocket ship to the downside, but straight down move ever since we started hitting this 85 high off the IPO days. Straight nosedive off a cliff into the ground. So that's the type of move that we don't like, obviously. And if it was a different company with a different mindset, this would be a no-brainer long over here, but it's because it's Robinhood and the things that they have done to the retail traders, I just can't be a buyer on that side. What do you think about BFRI? BFRI apparently has a 60% short flow with only a 3 million float or so. And if that's the case, then obviously we're looking for that short squeeze to come in. BFRI was down about 20% yesterday, if I remember, and we're down 20% again today. So 3.6 million flow. Anytime a stock is down more than 10%, you guys know the basic what the spiel is. And for anyone who's new, basically anytime a stock is down more than 10%, you cannot get short by just smashing the bids. You have to get picked up on the offers when the stock is going up. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow also, even if BFRI has an uptick, you cannot short it because it'll be on SSR day 2. What are my opinions on it? I'm not really sure. I don't really play short squeezes. I'm not a big fan of the whole short squeeze play until volume comes into the stock and actually shows to me that there's short squeeze is going to happen right now. I'm not really I'm not really interested in it. So for a day trader, I'm not gonna. It's not even on my radar. And for like a swing trader or for an investor, I wouldn't even buy a BFRI for those type of trades. So short squeeze plays are not for me. For a day trade, they would be, but not with that volume. It's just not there.
Okay guys, looks like European markets closed in a positive territory, not some crazy gains, but still, again, Britain is closed today and will be open again tomorrow. And guess what guys, it is like o'clock, so please, let's do our tradition and all together take our fingers, toes, tongues, anything you want, and smash the like button, guys. We have 2,700 people watching and 366 likes. This is unfair. Please be supportive and kind and like this video right now. Back to you, Prad.
Thank you, Miss V. Yeah, I'm just watching NVIDIA here. Should have stopped myself out, but I didn't. But looking to see, because there's no way we break 300 today on NVIDIA to the downside, right? And I'm just going off of that mentality that the dip by long should eventually start panning out. So I have that line in 300. We did break this previous support around 302, which is what I was trying to defend. 302 got taken out. We're now about to go test 301 or so. Obviously, if 301 gets taken out, then I don't know what to say. There's no way we break below 300. If 301 gets taken out, I guess I'll get stopped out and I'll get back in around 300 instead of just averaging the bag all the way down there and having a pretty bad average of a price for the move up. So we'll see if we get stopped out over here, and then we'll just get back in at the closer to 300 or so. Let me just throw out an order maybe. How would this go? 300.5, 300.99. Okay, there we go. One like, yeah, one. Oh, there we go. We got stopped out on that. Let's see if we're gonna keep going much lower, and let's just throw an order for the 300 long. I'm just gonna cross over here because they might just start moving to the high side, but Nasdaq is going to the downside right now. Nasdaq futures making a new low a day, or at least the futures are. And is it a new low a day on the futures? No, we're still got a couple points to the downside to make a new low a day. SPY futures still holding up pretty much where they are, around the bottoms. Looks like the sorry, not Nasdaq, but looks like the stocks could just go much lower to the downside, especially AMD. Oh, did I just go long again? Oh my. Let's go check out AMD. AMD taking out the lows too. Looks like we want to go test 151, 150 sometime today. Same something like NVIDIA looks like it wants to also go test 300 or so.
As Tesla kind of making the same pattern. I mean, this is a great opportunity for those who have strategy for quick scalp in and out. Like you can see, you can go short, long here, short, long, short, long, short. So many profits, right? But I am not really now into that strategy. I like to hold for a bit more, but anyways, I think Tesla's still even doing like this, giving some great opportunities, but I'm looking for it to break out either this 1082 support it just made, either break these levels to the upside. Anyways, I'm looking for more on Tesla.
Awesome. Yeah, looking at SoFi over here. SoFi did dip even lower to 1491, but I'm not worried until now my entry disappeared, until basically yesterday's bottom 1485. We're gonna give it all the way to 1485 on SoFi, and if we do go there, maybe take even more fills to get that move back above 15. So yesterday's low 1485, and that's for SoFi. That's my stop on there. What's the other stop that you guys asked me? Let me scroll up. PTPI was the stock name. PTPI. Let's go check out where PTPI is going to. Currently with 4.5 or almost 5 million shares traded, we did get a decent volume spike not too long ago, helping the stock to now make a new high a day. Very close to $4, but not there yet. We want to really go test $4 and break out of that range maybe. Let me just close this chart and reload that chart to see what the daily looks like. Close that one. Come on. All right, here we go. So looking to see if there's any sort of indication that 4 could be a resistance. Not really. We could go a little bit higher than 4, maybe even $4.20 if we do get there. So keep an eye on PTPI for volume to keep on increasing, currently at 5 million shares or so. Going back to NVIDIA over here, NVIDIA starting to make a move to the north side. We are long around 300. Let's see if we can keep on ripping. If we do, then I don't mind taking more shares here. So we'll do that. We'll add again on the move up over here. Add to our winners and close our losers. That's the #1 rule that people read in the books. A lot of time people read in the books. So let's see if we can keep doing this. Keep on adding to our winners over here, and ride the stock all the way back to VWAP. Now I'm not sure if we're gonna do that all the way back to VWAP. That'd be a pretty insane move. My targets right now are pretty much at the low of this range, around 303, and then 304, and then 306. APT setting up at 710. Let's go see APT. Let me see what market it's on. ARCA. APT on ARCA with 7.4 million shares traded today. Where are we looking like? So 829 being the high day. The stock is about to go test $8 right now again for the second time. Looks like we're going to try to break out 8. Look at the volume spike. Look at the move off of VWAP to the north. So it is attempting to break out over here. Go guess that $8 test. But if that $8 fails like it is right now, there is an inverse order pretty much holding up that order over there, or holding up the stock from going higher. Okay, he got taken out. Now we're gonna go see if we can go test the high day one more time. Look at that volume spike, biggest of the day so far. Looks like it wants to go test $8.29.
Guys, this is lunchtime. Bon appetit, everyone who's having their food. And I just want to let you know, update on our lunch today. It smells so nice. No doubt Prad can't smell it again. Well, it's teriyaki chicken with chow mein. Are you excited?
Yeah, teriyaki chicken sounds good.
All right, guys. Everyone who's eating chicken right now, send us chicken emoji on the chat.
Chicken money, chicken wings, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Thoughts on AMD? We did try to go long AMD. We got a nice little scalp out of it, and then immediately came back down on the very next candle. So I'm a little hands off on it. In my opinion, we don't go below 150, but there is a chance we go to 150 to test that price. So I'm much more on NVIDIA side, because I don't think NVIDIA breaks 300 today. So I'm basically looking for a long on NVIDIA over here at these bottoms. I'm under the opinion that the market is just going to be flat. Not really looking to go too short, not really going to look too long on the overall market aspect. Kind of stay neutral, helping with the whole Santa Claus rally idea too. So, I'm just going off of that theory. Now we have to just look for things that support that theory, such as sellers coming in or buyers coming in and holding up prices that you want them to hold up, or taking out levels that you want them to take out, and so on. SNDL, really? Okay, let's go check out SNDL. SNDL back under $1 and currently with 37 million shares traded today. Looks like where are we? Below VWAP. Slight support around 62 cents or so. Today looks like the low of the day was 60 cents flat. And kind of struggling to be above VWAP. So we were above VWAP after pre-market, but gave back all of that gains and have been just struggling a little bit. So let's see what we can do over here later on in the day, maybe. MRVL. Probably like, chicken again. Yeah, a little bit. MRVL on New York. Oh, MRVL, but I typed in LV. There we go. 2 million shares traded so far. with a big move to the downside. Looks like we gave back a lot in pre-market in itself, and then also continued that move off the open. Low a day being around $88 or so. Looks like there is some support there at least, because look at that volume candle coming in to push that stock above 88 to the 50-day EMA. Looking to see if we can take out the 50-day EMA, go to maybe the 100-day around $89, especially with that volume candle. If not, then probably coming back to the downside and going to go test $85 or so over the span of this next month. Going back to NVIDIA is probably making a pop here from what I see. Has the market made a pop? So looking over at QQQ, could have just found the bottom along with the spies, and we're starting to make a pop over here. So let me add one more order to my long to see if they're gonna give it to me. No, I'm gonna have to use a different gateway. Looks like there we go. Use a different gateway. Take that order, and now let's ride this rocket to the moon for NVIDIA. So we're now long around 301 for 40 cents, and looking to obviously have a multiple dollar per share winner on NVIDIA. Beyond. Let's go check out Beyond. Beyond Meat, less than 1 million shares today. Obviously you would like stocks like these to be trading more than 1 million shares. Something like Airbnb too. I was looking at Airbnb, and it didn't even have 1 million shares before like look around 10 o'clock or so. So I was like, yeah, I'm not touching this stock. And it looks like it just now hit 1 million, less than it looks like around 12 o'clock. So I'm not really interested in trading stocks that don't really have volume, and Beyond's one of them. Yeah, we got somewhat of a move off of the pre-market, but if this candle over here does not have 500,000 shares trading on it, then the chances are I'm not touching it. So Beyond, yeah, good move today, but basically flat, and that's what you would expect for stocks like this without volume. We're getting a nice move on NVIDIA right now. Let's go NVIDIA. Let's start taking some profits to the north side. We're almost $1 per share in the money on NVIDIA. Riding this rocket. Obviously, we have this 50-day EMA around 303, which is where I want to take most of my profits at. So I'm just crossing out, taking some profits right now at 302.15. I think it filled me at, what did it fill me at? 302.15, exactly. Awesome.
Brad, we have a great question from Eric. How are you finding stocks, scanner, news, volume, what side? So first of all, we use for news source Icon Reuters. From volume, we use Trade Ideas. And of course, guys, remember every morning we are doing our morning watch list. Brandon in collaboration with me. Me mostly on the technical part, doing this morning movers list every morning. You can sign up absolutely for free. Just visit our website, add it into bookmarks, and every day in the pre-market go there around 8:10. It's already there with the biggest movers of the day when there is some great news catalyst on some news. So this is a very helpful source. It has a lot of names we trade today. Besides that, of course, chat is a great source for stocks. When you guys write any stocks, we of course check them for news, for volume, for their movements, and I recommend you also to keep an eye. But again, every time before you see someone write a name, make your personal analysis. As I said, check for volume, for news, if it's worth or not. So basically it's it. Do you want to add anything, Prad, on our sources?
Yeah, you just gotta figure out what works for you, as Ms. V said, and have multiple sources for the watch list and so on. Obviously we have a bunch of viewers just throwing tickers at us, so that's a big plus. Miss V goes through a scanner on her side. I have a scanner on my side over here that I go through. So yeah, the most basic answer out there is find out what works for you. Find out what resources work for you. There could be some paid ones. There could be some free ones. Just gotta Google it. Type in free scanners online maybe, or Trade Ideas, who sponsors us, costs money, but one of the best softwares out there that I've seen for scanners that are on the premium side, and then you also have your free ones, which are kind of hard on the data end because hard to rely on them, but they work on their side. Pay attention to chat room. Fintech is free. Oh, I don't even know there was a company named Fintech. All right. How do you set up those lines on TradingView? You just add indicators, my friend. You just gotta add indicators. Anyways, this is not a TradingView session for the show. This is a show about day trading. So any charts, any stocks moving, let me know and we'll pull that up right away. Miss V knows her stuff. Oh yeah, baby.
Yes, sir.
She knows a lot, and in a short period too. She learned a lot really quick. So we're all very happy seeing our little princess grow up in front of our eyes.
Thank you for that. This is so sweet.
Benzinga, yeah, I thought Benzinga's a professional one too. You got to pay for it, right? Let's go check out Baba. Good call out on Baba. We haven't looked at these Chinese stocks all day. DD, Baba, XPEV, and so on. NIO. I actually haven't looked at NIO for a while now. Looks like I deleted the stock out of my mind. So let's cover some Chinese stocks here. Baba is still down on the day. Looks like around 2% almost, with 10 million shares traded, close to 10 million. Trying to see if there's any support around 114.50. Looks like we did bounce off of that level couple times today, but there's a chance we take out that level to the downside and go test 112 today later on, especially if market shows us more weakness. But I'm very happy right now with my quick glance over to the market, because QQQ and SPYs are getting ready to move towards VWAP over here. At least the ES has moved to VWAP, or it's pretty close to VWAP. And if NASDAQ could do something similar, that could really help me out on my NVIDIA long. And so if I could maybe move with it, let's go check out AMD, and then we'll go right back into the Chinese stocks. So AMD still stuck at the bottoms over here around 150, 150, 152 or so. Now let's go to NIO and these Chinese stocks. So where is NIO today? NIO looks like, in my opinion, very flat. Look at the amount of volatility it'll move around VWAP, up and down and up and down and up and down. Nasty moves. Eventually stopped being so crazy and irrational and started being some normal moves started coming into. I gotta take some profits over here, or be really irrational of me, somewhat like those moves on NIO. So taking some profits on the 50-day EMA for NVIDIA, because we were about $1.30 in the money. Now we're only $1.20 in the money, obviously, because of where we added our positions. So we have about 2 more adds that are just slightly below 302. So that will still give us a pretty decent move if we can ride it to 303 or 306. Currently at 303 already. So let's throw out another profit target and ride this to, what is the 100-day EMA? 304.20, 304. 25. We'll throw an order over there to see if we can catch that exit, and we'll also just throw an order on 303.75 just for fun, because I don't want to miss the midpoint between the 100 and the 50.
That looks busy.
This chart?
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you, Miss V. I'm an algorithm. Is that what you called me one day?
No.
It maybe wasn't you. Somebody else called me that. I was like, your chart looks like an algorithm. It's like, if you think my charts look like an algorithm, you should see what like Greg, Neil, Sean's chart looks like when they're trading like these buyouts and stuff. That's the actual algorithm over there. That's like total bots.
The actual day trading.
Yeah, that's actual day trading indeed.
By the way, as a watch list has been mentioned, we have retail stock sector in here, and Stop Console were asking us to take a look at HD. Home Depot, I believe, Home Depot, and it's up 0.63%, not bad.
Did something just close for me? Oh, it closed in the money, so I don't have to complain about it. SoFi is moving, Miss Me. What did you just say? Sorry, I was too distracted by my stocks.
If we can take a look at Home Depot when you have
HD.
time.
HD on New York. In New York. All right, let's go. HD, come on, load up for me, please. HD is indeed moving to the north right now, making a new high a day. Let's see if we can keep on going. Less than 1 million shares, but with Home Depot, low volume day, 400,000 shares. $400 stock. And obviously not going to expect a lot of volume on this end. But good to see Home Depot up about 0.6% and getting ready to take out the new high day.
Yeah, real quick on Tesla, guys. You remember I was talking about this level, if Tesla gonna break it to the downside or to the upside here. It actually touched on VWAP, really link here. Let's see where it goes further. But in terms of higher time frame, I would maybe keeping an eye on previous close level, and if it's break to the upside, I might see some good long opportunities. Write in the comments if you guys now in Tesla trade or looking for some level to get in.
Yeah, Tesla. That was a pretty monster of a move there today on Tesla, wasn't it? Let's pull up Tesla. Let's see what Tesla's looking like. I told you guys already, I wanted to short the 111.10, but I was off by $2 or so, and I missed out a pretty big move on Tesla. And then the 1080 long, obviously, that was a pretty easy long, and I don't know why I did not even think about it. I didn't think we would even go down to 1080 today, so maybe that's why. Another stock just got off my board. What was this, Cerns? Looks like multiple positions got kicked out in the money right now, and I don't know if I should be happy or sad, because that means I might be missing out on a lot more money. So come on, come back down and give me more fills, and I'll be happy with that.
Meanwhile, Ari Pages says, Trader Prad and V Money. It's actually my birthday today, lol. Well, Ari Pages, happy birthday to you.
It is.
Happy birthday.
My mom's birthday too.
Double happy birthday.
Right.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
One more time. Happy birthday to you.
And my
happy
mom.
Happy birthday to you. Well,
And my mom.
Happy birthday to Ari Pages, and of course to your mom. She grew up a wonderful son.
I don't know about that. We'll stop right there.
All the trading
We'll stop right
community
there.
saying thank you to your mom for bringing to this earth this beautiful trader.
I don't know
who is
about
now
that.
leading our trading community. We love your mom. We love you. Thank you so much for that.
I don't know about all that beautiful sun stuff right there. I made my mom go through hell, man, through living hell. I still do. And if she's watching me, I'm sorry for making you go through hell. I love you. Hopefully, I've grown up from being that degenerate of a kid I was, and I'm still growing in front of your eyes. So thank you to giving birth to me, as Miss V just said. And happy birthday to you. I'll be going cake shopping with Greg after this show. So if you guys have any ideas to what kind of cake I should get my mom, maybe slide in my DMs. You know my DMs are open, and Greg and I will go cake shopping. We'll
Do you know
see.
what she likes? What flavors?
Honestly, she'll eat anything that like I will get, because she's like, what do you like? So I'm like,
This is so sweet.
yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what to pick at this point.
Yeah, well, we are located in a nice area. I'm pretty sure you can find some nice places in
Yeah.
here where to buy cakes. But I also will think about something.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you guys have any ideas of a
Yeah.
really flavorful cake or something that you guys know about, like, slide in my DMs, because I gotta get mama a cake.
Yeah, preferably if it's located in Brampton or Toronto.
No, I'm gonna take it from here. I don't want to go to Brampton shopping. Forget that. Forget all that.
Downtown Toronto, please.
Yeah. All right, let's get back into the market. NVIDIA is moving to the north side still, and looks like it's struggling a little bit around these 303, 304 levels. Obviously, being $1.50 in the money, I don't know if I should paper hand it and just take that money away from that, away from the table, or just hold on to it. I think I'll just hold on to a little bit. But keep in mind right here, your QQQs have tapped VWAP and kind of gassed out. So that's kind of the reason why I'm debating myself about this position. And if that's the case, actually, why not just take the profit and have one last bit of your shares to see if you can get a bigger move out of it. That way you don't have to beat yourself out more, right? That makes life easier. SoFi gonna run, be patient. Yeah, I mean, I'm still very patient. It's pretty much flat for me. We did dip as low as about 10 cents away from my entry. Well, maybe not fully 10 cents, around like 5 cents away from my entry. But I'm not too worried, like I said, until we take out this low over here of 85. So until they literally push me off my trade by going 15 or 20 cents away from $15, I'm not too worried about this long. Look, I'm pretty worried though, if you think about it, which is the market made an up move, but SoFi didn't really make an up move. So I guess in that aspect, I should be worried. But it is what it is. Input on 10. Less than 1 million shares. I better see some volume. Nope, nothing to do here. CPOT, PayL, but it's PayPal. PayPal better be close to 200. I'm gonna be crying. No, PayPal, at least it's at 190, so that's good. I remember talking about PayPal near 180, 183, 185s. I don't know how far I have to zoom out to show you guys that, but you guys remember me being the PayPal bandwagoner around those prices. So very good to see PayPal now deciding a $10 move to the high side where it wants to reside in. And looks like we're getting geared up to go back to those $200 ranges sometime around New Year, which would be great. I all of my payments, like for Spotify, for anything that I pay through, go through PayPal. So I know a lot of people who go through that too, and because of that, I'm a big PayPal fan. I mean, the one and only reason I need to be a PayPal fan for is the person who started PayPal, Elon Musk. So besides that, I don't really need a reason, right?
Right.
Prad, do you think AMC will drop to 27? I don't. What I think does not matter. What matters is what the stock gives to you guys. Obviously, 28 has been holding, but yesterday we did dip down to 27. So if you are defending 28 and it breaks out 28 to the downside, maybe get out, take that quick 10-cent loss, and then get back in near 27, and then ride a bigger rocket ship to the north side. If you don't want to do that, then just keep on adding the bag all the way up to 27. And if you want to short it, then maybe you could short the break of 28 to the downside. If you want to go long in front of 27 and so 28, you can do that too. So multiple opportunities there. Really depends on what your risk allotment could be on that trade and what your reward potential expected reward is. Whew, I need water. Give me a second. All right, AMD. AMD making that move. Nice. Yeah, so AMD decided to finally catch that move along with NASDAQ all the way back to the 100-day EMA or so, which would have been nice to add to my position. But we were pretty far from 150 on AMD compared to NVIDIA, which was very close to 300. So I was okay adding the bag on NVIDIA compared to AMD, because if I was to add the bag, there's a potential chance that AMD went all the way down to 150 before making its retracement to the top. So I did not want to do that. Took the loss on the second half of the shares and took the profit on the first half of the shares, and that was a trade for me. But congratulations to anyone who stayed around, stuck around, watched the stock consolidate, looked at the time of sales, looked at the tape to confirm the move, and then jumped in on the move. Going back to NVIDIA over here, looks like we are going to be done with this stock completely, because NASDAQ has done with its move. It's not going to go break VWAP apparently, or maybe it will, but later on, at which point that's fine. I'm not in the trade. I told you I'm no longer looking for these big glory moves. I'm only looking for scalp trades. You know, $2 per share, I'll take it. Give me that 10 times a day, I'll take that every single time. You know, obviously every now and then you might get lucky and get a nice $5 to $7 winner, but give me $2 to $3 10 times a day and I'll take it every single time of that day. For ES, looks like ES did go slightly above VWAP and came back down to VWAP and now finding support there. So it looks like it's gonna be, yeah, what did I say? It's gonna be the same type of thing to coming into NASDAQ and make me regret closing my NVIDIA trade most likely, because watch this thing go to 306 in the next 30 minutes or so. When we come back, we can regret about it more and more. What's AMD target for upside? AMD target for upside is whatever you want it to be. Obviously, my targets are usually VWAPs or previous consolidation levels. So 153 would be my first target level. If I already would have been taking targets at the 50-day, at the 100-day, at this 153, and then my last target would be around VWAP. Anything above VWAP is just a plus, especially if you're long below VWAP. So anything above VWAP is just bonus money in my opinion. Novavax looking good for paper hands into 163. Let's go check out Novavax. Everyone loves my paper hand trades. We're at 160 right now. I remember shorting the stock at 160 or so a couple days ago. Let's see if our entries show up. They do. Awesome. So you guys see this. We got about a $2 per share move on that 160 short. Later on in the day, it did go to 156, which is the price we wanted it to go to. But today, something that a person on one of our viewers, I don't know if you're here, Ali. One of our viewers was on the Twitter space and recognized my voice, and he basically called this out. He said if the market has a red day, the vaccination stocks are gonna move, and then I immediately went, Novavax got beat up pretty badly. Maybe Novavax moves. I don't know why that idea did not stick in my head coming into the morning, because look at that breakout of pre-market high. All you had to do was come in, know that you prepared for it, take that 154 breakout off the open, or even 155 if you don't want to take 154, and you really didn't have to look back. The stock went up to $176 and never really came back to the downside. Even now, like let's say you didn't take any profits at 176 because I don't know why, but you just did it, and you just rode it all the way back down, you're still in the profit. So a crazy move on Novavax today, up 1%. You could try to get long at 160 over here for Novavax to get a move to maybe VWAP or so. But, you know, I was shorting 160 yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go long, especially after seeing this move that we gave away a lot of money off that move. So I don't know if we're going to even be able to retrace half of this move. Maybe we go to 162 and get rejected, or even VWAP and get rejected. So I don't really like the long over here, but there is a trade to be made, in my opinion. You have a very, very defined risk to a great size of reward. You mentioned it this morning. Yeah, that's a great call out. Obviously, I was not in it, so missed out on that opportunity. Ali, I don't know if this is the same Ali from yesterday. He wants me to pull up Square. Let's go check out Block. Wait, is Square Block? Yeah, okay. Square, where are we on this stock today? 3 million shares traded almost. Can we get the chart? All right, here we go. 3 million shares traded today, coming down almost 2.5%. Looks like a bottom of 164 and actually holding up at 164 pretty well. Slightly above 164 if you want me to be accurate. I want to go confirm if that candle is real, and it's probably not, but let's just confirm it. What stock did I even pull up? Square. Volume candle. Looks like that is not a legitimate candle. Okay, perfect. So we can ignore that one. Where's my mouse at this point? Yikes. Awesome. So ignore that candle. We are coming to the downside and held up in front of 164. You could make a long over here too. I mean, you are 60 cents off that bottom, so still fine if you want to chase it. But the question is, does the volume pick back up on the stock later on in the day, especially when there was no volume for the most of the day? So if you ignore this candle, the chart might look a little bit better. But because this candle, this volume candle, it kind of looks like volume is non-existent. But with 3 million shares traded, a decent amount of volume for $164 stock. But I would like a volume rise compared to previous candles, so we could get a bigger move to VWAP or even a 100-day EMA. Good long opportunity indeed. I agree with that. There's a very good risk to reward over there. Probably give yourself a 50 to 70 cent risk. If 164 breaks, maybe you slip 20 cents. Give yourself a 70 cent risk for a dollar or two reward. So yeah, I like it. Anything on SoFi? I'm still holding it, doing a whole lot of nothing. Just could maybe add to my position here, so I'll do that. I'll add to my position here, but you know, SoFi not really doing a whole lot, and just going sideways at these bottoms. And I actually like it even more now that it's going sideways at these bottoms instead of cratering all the way to 1450, which I think a couple people called out. Even Miss V called out the $14 level, which actually yesterday I was going through my SoFi charts and I was like, why did I go long at 15? All I had to do was go pull up the yearly chart and just look at the $14 level being a even better of a long opportunity instead of 15. 15. So I was like, why did I go long at 15? That was such an impulse buy. Randomly, you're like, all right, so if I gave back pretty big gains and you're like, let's just decide to go long here. Anyways, to cut the story short there, I should have went for 14 instead. So if it does go to 14, I'll gladly probably add to my long term. And look at that. Size actually got added to SoFi, it looks like right now. The size wasn't here on the bids, and just now that size got put on there. So it looks like we could get some buying coming in, or maybe anyone who has to sell is just going to go bid hunting and punch that bid.
Prad, let's take a look at S&P 500 index buy, sector buy.
Sorry, I was drinking water.
Merci beaucoup. All right, guys. S&P 500 is up slightly 0.18%. Still a lot of positive moves in here. Let's start with cruise liners. Cruise liners are positive today, and airlines also, but travel sector, including hotels and casinos, are slightly down. MGM is down 0.91%. WYNN is down 0.35%. CCL up almost 2%. RCL is up, and NCLH up 0.5%. Airlines are doing great today. They're positive. UAL is leading to the upside, up more than 2%. Dell, LAF, AL, and ALK are all up around 1%. Boeing is also having a great day, up more than 1%. Healthcare and pharmaceuticals are mixed. Pfizer is down more than 3%. Moderna is down around 2%. Biogen is BIIB. Is this Biogen? Anyways, BIB is up almost 1%. Yeah, Biogen is slightly up. Financials, including banks, have some negativity, but mostly positive. JP Morgan is up 0.73%. Food, beverages are mostly positive. Media and entertainment mixed, but mostly positive. Disney is up 1.5%. Twitter is down around 1%, and Facebook is up almost 1%. Software services, semiconductors, and technology sector is mixed. Still a lot of negativity. Adobe is down almost 1%. Oracle is also down. NVDA is down almost 2%. AMD is down 1.26%. Retailers are mostly positive, but Etsy at the bottom down more than 2%. eBay is up 1.5%. In consumer services, Pan National Gaming at the bottom down 2%. Starbucks is up more than 1.5%. Energy stocks mixed. I haven't seen for a few days any negativity in the energy sector. Anyways, that's how it looks like now, guys. Still a lot of positivity, both chances for shorts and longs, which is great.
Yeah, good little heat map coverage there. Thank you, Miss V. Still a lot of blue, even though the markets. I'm going to put red in a quote because we're flat. Okay, we're flat. Get that red mentality out of your mind. We're flat. So I don't think we're bleeding in any sorts. So Nasdaq did manage to get rejected off that VWAP. So it looks like we don't have to complain about our NVIDIA position. Let's go. SPYs are now coming back down to the downside below VWAP now. So it looks like there we go. So SPYs are now coming to the downside just below VWAP. Looks like a lot of positions could just get to the downside. So SoFi size got taken out. I don't know if you guys are watching on your own end, but when Miss V was covering the heat map, SoFi's size got smashed, and we didn't really move anywhere after that size got taken out. So we're just sitting here. I'm just gonna take another bag over there because I just want to take that 1490. I want to get a better average to the downside, but I'm not really adding any more. At this point, you know, if 1485 gets taken out, we're going to take that L on SoFi and move out of the way. We're not going to be holding below 1485. Anyone watching Tesla? I'm pretty sure Miss V is. What's
Guys,
up?
always absolutely yes. So Tesla broke VWAP to the upside, and here kind of barcoding. I cannot choose the direction where to go anyway, so I'm not touching Tesla at this level. I don't see opportunities for myself. I'll be looking for breakout. If I will be able to catch that, I'll get into the trade. If not, that's fine. Profitable day for me was again negative at first. I turned it into the positive, and that's the most pleasant feeling. I'm looking at this level around 1096 and maybe even 1100. I will be looking if Tesla break it to the upside, then I can see the room for Tesla go higher today. And again, I'm looking for power hour for volume get back into Tesla because volume pretty low right now.
Yeah, good, very good call on the volume, Miss V. Beautiful. For people asking me what are my indicators, guys, there's no indicators on here other than the exact same thing that I use on the charts for you guys on our software. It's the 100-day EMA, 50-day EMA, and the VWAP. It's literally nothing else. So you have the 100-day EMA, which is the purple, 50-day EMA, which is a white line, and then you have the VWAP, which is the red line. So, of course, we have the volume profile, but that's just because our software doesn't have it right now. And when they build it, because I've been asking for them to, so I hope one day it gets approved and they build it. I don't even need TradingView after that point. So for anyone who's asking me about all these indicators, I don't use indicators. I think for the most part, yeah, maybe VWAP and EMA are indicators, obviously. So besides those, I don't use any extra your MACDs, your RSIs, and your whatever. I don't touch them at all. Like I used to have a bunch, and I learned through experience and through the wise words of the people who trained me over here on the floor. That's just so much garbage and noise just sitting there that you can just use. What's wrong with this guy? Put user in timeout. That you can just learn from watching the time of sales in the level 2. Like when Arun's just sitting there, he's staring at the chart. No, the chances are he's looking at the level 2 and time of sales, and he's looking at the sales coming in, looking at the buying coming in, and then he goes, "Oh wow, that's a big order. Oh wow, that's a small order. That's insignificant." So he's not looking at your RSIs and your level 2s to tell you what the market's doing on that end. Thank you for that. No problem. By Relay Hermanos We Flying. RELI should be the #1 volume ticker today, is it not? Oh no, so SQQQ and Apple. Relay was the #1 of the day when I came in, but not anymore. So it looks like 40 million shares on Relay, and then Apple at 41 million shares. Look how low on volume we are. Even the short floats are not doing crazy amount of volume today. That just goes to show what a poop of the day is we're in currently. SoFi coming down to 1485, not looking good on the SoFi long. We'll see if that level gets taken out. Obviously, there is some size on 1485, so let me just throw a stop out. I'm almost guaranteeing myself by getting stop hunted by throwing out this order. So we'll throw it out at the bottom of 1480 instead. So that way, if they do hunt me, they have to go down a little bit further than 1485. Sell. I'm long that many shares. All right, done. So what was I gonna do? We're gonna go to Relay. So I was gonna cover Relay for you. So even watching these low floats not really have volume is pretty what's going on type of question over here. So anyways, 40 million shares traded today. There was a high of $7.52. Looks like, was that in pre-market? It was, and then we gave back most of that pre-market gain off the open, finding support at the current levels we are. If volume picks back up around 2 o'clock or so, maybe we get a move to VWAP. But if that doesn't happen, looks like we might just trade sideways for the rest of the day on Relay. But it is a chance that we get a nice little volume bump later on in the day to VWAP on Relay. So the person who called it out, very sound, logical trade there. I do like it.
Prad, I see Mario C brought up Fuel Cell. Fuel Cell has earnings tomorrow before the open, so maybe we can take a look at that name.
Oh, I thought earnings were done. Okay, well, let's go check out Fuel Cell here.
Sometimes something.
Yeah, Fuel Cell would randomly, like when all good companies are, and they're like, we'll give our earnings now.
During
Losers. procrastinators.
Yeah.
Okay, so fuel cell over here looks like down 5% today with earnings coming out tomorrow after or before?
Before the open
Before?
tomorrow.
Before open. Trying to see what I can see on the dailies at the moment. FCEL. Fuel cell on the daily looks like we're pretty much around the 52-week low in a way. So the 52-week low is $5.34, and we're currently at $5.90. So not too far from that 52-week low. With obviously energy consumption and everything going on that end, you would maybe expect an increase in reports. I'm not sure how. You guys know how I play earnings, and the answer is I don't. I wait for the report to come out, and then I play after the report. I don't like gambling by betting on the report, by oh, the report's going to be extremely good, so I'm going to go long, or the report's going to be extremely bad, or I'm going to go short. I'd much rather wait for the report to come out and then go off of that. So on that end, earnings plays, I'm more post play. I'm more finger on the trigger after the action play than before.
Only I will notice sometimes when even earnings report is not that good, but the company gives perspective for future
Guidance,
guidance for brighter future, and still goes to the upside.
Don't break your brushes now. I mean, even if you do, you can have mine. It's not like I use it. You have a backup kit. You have a backup brush.
That's why I got it for you.
Yeah. So. This brush over here, and where's this makeup kit? Where's do I even have it anymore?
Yes.
I don't even know where it is.
I don't know, maybe Greg stole it from
Somebody might have, but yeah, there's this powder and this stuff that I'm supposed to be putting on every day, but yeah, I'm too beautiful to be putting on stuff like this. Okay, too naturally good to be doing this stuff.
True.
My skin's like too good. Okay, I don't need the I do though. I just don't know how.
No,
You gotta teach me one day.
Actually, you don't.
You gotta teach me one day.
You don't. Your face not even shining.
I'll
you
take it.
literally have perfect face.
I'll take it.
And skin. By the way, guys, Tesla broke 1100 to the upside.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Sheesh. All right.
Touched on there. Now it's again 1099.
Yeah, so I obviously I want to short it, but not right now. I'm gonna be a little patient. 1110 is where I want to short Tesla, to be honest. But and I missed out my opportunity off the open. If we do get back there, I'll try to short it really quick. I'm not gonna hold it for too long. I don't have a good track record with Tesla like Miss V does. So, Miss V, maybe we should ask you instead. What level did you say you're looking for?
Brad, again, the main difference, you're looking for shorts.
Yeah.
I'm looking for longs. Anyways, as I said, when Tesla broke this 1096, it already gave me kind of signs that it has a big room to go all the way to this 1113-ish level at least. But if it breaks 1100 and it will hold above, for example, $1, I think I could get into the long trade. But I won't hold for too long. I mean, in terms of my risk management, if it goes to the opposite direction, I won't hold more than like for $1 maybe.
Thank you, Miss V. So
V.
someone, who is it? Amelie. So Amelie. Sorry, Miss V?
Emily maybe?
Yeah, it could be Emily or Amelie. Amelie is like a rap song from Lil Wayne. We should
Okay.
listen to it.
I heard that.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, you know it. So the Novavax, he called out the Novavax move. Good job, but here's my call out on that. You would have had to chase the stock $2 to the downside, maybe even $3 to the downside based on your entry, and yeah, it worked out. But what if it didn't? How much would you have chased it to the downside, right? So that's the downside for here. Look at CNBC. Hey. Hey, that's our boy. He was on our show first, CNBC. That's right. Kevin O'Leary is on CNBC right now, and Sean was getting happy because he was on our show first. That's right, Trader TV, the #1 spot to go to for your latest news and your day trading, baby.
By the way, guys, indeed, I really recommend everyone who didn't see the interview. Kevin O'Leary joined us at 10:30 a.m. today. I'm pretty sure we're gonna cut it out of the live stream to post it on YouTube separately. But it was a wonderful, wonderful interview. guys were talking about everything, stocks, predictions for the new year, discussing this year, sum it up, talking about watches, crypto, and many more. And even Tesla, I believe we were talking. We should. So guys, go watch that interview.
It's always having Kevin on the show. Yeah, when he first came, I wasn't even like, obviously I wasn't on the show. I was just a trader, and I wasn't even profitable or anything. And I was just in the corner, that shy little kid. I was like, oh my God, that's the guy from Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. Take a picture of him from the corner.
Yeah,
and now it's just like, yo, even though I don't know him and I haven't had a chance to talk to him, it's like, yo, that's the homie now. That's the homie. So
he's
it's
a really
chill.
good friend of the show. He joined us, I believe, around 5 times. But
Yeah.
before the pandemic, he indeed came to the office. And even I have picture with him.
Yeah.
And the most excited who was, it's Rob and Lucas.
Nice. Yeah,
Literally.
Lucas was excited.
They were sitting there on the board and like doing pictures with the cameras, you know.
Lucas, I remember Lucas showing me pictures of
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary. He's like, yo, I got pictures
They
of him.
forgot about all the switchings.
Yeah.
They were just all concentrated on Kevin O'Leary.
He's a character. Kevin O'Leary is a certain character for sure. You know, you can't hate him, you can't love him. He's on the both ends on the spectrum. But here we go. So look at this picture over here, them comparing their watches. I think that's Sean's Breitling over here. And not sure what watch Kevin is showing him, but yeah. I think that was the first time we had him too. Love having Kevin over. Maybe next time we can have him in person after this whole COVID stuff. All right, where are we going to? What's with PayPal? PayPal is still on the positive end, isn't it? PYPL. PYPL still looking good. Not sure what you meant by what's with PayPal. So PayPal around 191, 190 or so, looking healthy. And if you remember previously, we were struggling around 180s. And by struggling, I mean we weren't really taking off, nor were we going to the downside. So it was good to see that 180 held up as support. Now we're really getting ready to see how we behave at 200 on PayPal. So as long as the markets go sideways and don't really do a whole lot, I'm not too worried about PayPal. So I'm not sure what your question is pertaining to. Also, we're flat in my opinion. I'm just gonna have to manage this position here real quick. So let me do that. Miss V, you want to take over for a while?
Sure, guys. I always have what to say to you. Smash the like button. Let's make a like count. Always pleasant to do. I was just replying Stop Console War about his theory about our relationship with Pride, which is not true. So, guys, 645 likes. I know you like 666 number. So write in the comments who gonna be number 666. And again, all we need you to do is go under this video where we stream and turn this thumb black and to the upside. If you watch from the phone, please close the chat for a second, give us a like and come back. If you're not logged into YouTube, please do so. I know we repeat it every day, but maybe one day you will like, okay, now I log in, I give a like, and everyone is happy and satisfied. So yes, please help us to get back to that 1,000 likes.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss V. Getting back to SoFi over here, still struggling around. Looks like it's getting rejected a little bit at the 50-day EMA over here. But I'm not worried about it still. You know, we did give it a pretty wide enough of a stop, and we're just letting the stock do its thing. Let it move, let it play, and then really tell me I'm wrong or work for me. We're letting it work is basically what it's doing. Miss V heat map. Miss V already did the heat map, but if Miss V wants to do it again, she can for sure do it.
I mean, guys, I wouldn't go through everything again, but the only thing I'm gonna say, S&P 500 still. It's now a little bit more down than it used to be. It's now 0.06% to down, a little bit more as appears, I guess, but no crazy changes without what I was showing a few minutes ago.
Thank you, Miss V.
No worries.
Can we see to buy BABA at this level? So you want to look for a buy on BABA around these prices. So where is BABA currently? Still around these 115s, 114.50. Can't we see any supports or levels to go long off of? This is on the daily. Looks like Baba could go down to 112 or so is what I previously said if I wanted to. But on the daily over here, let's see on the 5 days. What is that number right there? 113.70. So if you want to go long here, you can, but make sure that you know either you're adding all the way down to 113.70, or you're getting out for a loss on the break of the lower day, and then you're getting back around the 113.70, because I think that's where I would be basically trying to go long around 114, 113 or so, and not really around these levels. I believe that SoFi, Square, and other fintechs tied to crypto will have a slight dip this beginning of the year, but just wait until March and administration starts changing on fintech. I'll take it. I'll take it, brother. I'm invested in SoFi myself, and for day trades, I can't wait for cryptos to start being active and start moving all over the place, because if that happens, we're gonna have so much fun on the market, right? So I can't wait. Imagine if Bitcoin was at 100K, GBTC on pink sheets is going to be on fire. It's going to be on super hot fire. Like, it's going to be so much fun trading that. SoFi will jump. I like it. I love it. Not like it. Tesla, we already covered Tesla. I want to go look at Apple. What is Apple doing? Apple coming back down to VWAP right now. Oh my, SPY just made a new low a day. So I'm guessing a new low a day. Yeah, there we go. SPY just got destroyed. New low a day on the ETF. Flat on the day overall though, but looks like we're gonna have some weakness coming into the market. That could maybe take QQQs to a new lower day. Ignore that dark pull wick, but looks like we are getting ready to also test the lower day on Nasdaq over here. Start shorting market dip. Look for an opportunity on NVIDIA maybe. Where is NVIDIA? NVIDIA might be coming back to the downside over here, giving us an opportunity to get long. This time I'll be a little bit more patient. We'll get long around $300 instead of 301 or yeah, 301, which is previously lower day was 383. So I'll be a little bit more patient here. Looks like SoFi is going to eventually stop us out because of this move in the down move in the market. So I'm debating if I should just take this out and then get back in at a later price point or a later time and price point in general, and let's see if they take out, if there's any size on 85 again. There is size on 85 this time, so I'll just throw my stop out on that break of 85 directly instead of all the way down to 80. And if they stop me out, they stop me out. And then we'll get back in later, because I don't want to be holding along, especially when this market wants to come down. CERN ended up making a pop. We did add all the way to the downside. This is just a buyout stock. The stock is getting bought out around, if I remember, $95 or $100 or something. So basically getting long on the down moves and getting out on the upticks. Let's see if we can get a bigger uptick over here, because this is one of my bigger positions for the day. So I'm going to have to start layering some profits over here on the upside. So let me just start doing that. And then we'll move away from this stock. Awesome. Thoughts on Palantir short? Why are you shorting Palantir, my friend? You're making me upset. I mean, obviously, you do you. You got to make your money. You got to put food on your table, and everyone's got to do that. You know, everyone eat what they kill. So just a dumb question anyway. So ignore that question. Moving on. Palantir today. You want to short Palantir around these levels? I would say look at the consolidation and look at this big sell wick that happened on this candle, along with the buy wicks right next to it. What happened? Did I just get stopped out on SoFi? Looks like I did. So SoFi did crack below my intended price. Are you kidding me? That was a weak break. We're gonna jump right back in that case. We're gonna jump right back in that case, and we're gonna give it that 80-cent risk at this point.
By the way, Prad, I remember you were saying that you are looking for that 1100 level on Tesla for shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And actually it would work perfectly fine. Tesla is back below VWAP now at 1092, just touched 1100 and boom.
Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Like, I would have probably chased that and lost on it because I would have taken 1100 and then it goes to 1102. Get in, get out, get in, get
Yeah.
out. My chart looks all busy. I'm panicking all the time. So yeah, like that's my thing with Tesla. Like with Tesla, you got to do it like how you do. Get in. And then if it's working for you, forget it. If it's not working for you, get out and don't get back
Yeah,
in.
true.
I can't do that. But with my mentality, it's like I'm wrong. No, I gotta be right.
Yeah, I know.
It's my ego for Tesla.
Revenge.
Revenge trading. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Revenge trader Prad. Miss V mic is too quiet and I'm
try
just
to
too
talk-
loud.
I'll
I'm
try
just
to
too
talk
loud.
louder, yeah.
I'm just too loud.
No, I'm just talking too low.
What we should do is put my slider down and put your slider way up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
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 You see, you fixed it.
I'm in AMC short since 29.70. Let's go. Nice short. Let's go pull up AMC. AMC still going to the downside. So 28 did end up cracking. And the person who asked me, I don't know who it was, but someone asked me, is AMC going to crack 28 and go to 27? Here you go. There's your answer. We did crack 28. There's a chance we go to 27 now. And I'm sure that Sean is going to be defending 27 yesterday the same way he did today, the same way he did yesterday. Not sure if he wants to talk about AMC, but if he wants to, we'll put him on whenever he's ready. I like revenge trading. No, don't go down that road. Revenge trading, not good. Not good.
Yeah, you can lose even like twice more than. Because first rule of traders, keep your emotions, right?
Mhm.
And revenge, this is emotion if you want
Mhm.
revenge. But come on, who didn't do revenge trading?
You learn with doing revenge trading and getting burnt. It's like, how do you know to
Yeah,
not
getting
touch
burnt.
fire? You have to get burnt or you have to get told by somebody.
Words of wisdom, words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Preach, Brad.
But even if you get told to not touch fire, the chances are you're gonna go touch fire,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So you just have to get burnt once or twice to learn
Yeah.
from it. I've been burnt many times too, and I still have struggled learning from it.
And it makes sense, right? You're running, like it didn't work out. You're kind of, you don't see the situation as it is right
Yeah.
now. So you can lose even more.
Like you said, exactly, emotion, because like you lost and you're like you're not analyzing the situation. You're like, oh, are buyers coming in or sellers
Yeah.
coming in? What's going on? You're just so emotional that you want to make the money you just lost back, and you're not analyzing things.
Absolutely.
One thing that I actually read this is after every single trade this person makes, they go for a 2 to 5 minute walk. If that trade is a winner, if that trade is a loser, it doesn't matter. They go for a 2 to 5 minute walk after finishing a successful trade, like
That's
closing a
great
trade.
advice. It's a great advice.
Yeah, that just helps them not emotionally make another
Or
trade.
overburn, yeah.
Overburn, yeah.
And it's good for your health. You know, we spend a lot of time in the chair. By the way, we're asking Sean about if he want to talk about his trade. We've got a super chat for Sean. William Craig. Sean, what do you think about AMC 27? You were talking about that too, right?
We were
We
talking
were?
about AMC 27. Sean,
Okay.
you want to talk about it? Yeah.
3,
Miss V, you're gonna probably
2,
have to put it on because this is off.
Sure.
Thank you.
1. We are ready.
Not ready yet.
Not ready yet. Is that Arun taking the walk? Yeah, Arun. Arun takes walks for sure. That's a good thing. But I wasn't talking about Arun for sure. I was talking about somebody else. Trying to see if I have still more orders layered up here, and I do. So I gotta throw more. All right, cool. Let's just do it.
Cool. Let's go to Sean.
Okay, so yeah, exactly as discussed, Brad, you are 100% right. We are still defending this level, but for AMC, we have no outs yet. It's coming back down, and unfortunately, I got to tap out at some point. We're getting very, very close to that level right now. I was going to use 2750 as a tap out level here. I just didn't want to get involved in these wicks again. Like, if we take out 2750, we're wrong on this name, and then maybe we test back down here at 27, and then we can reload, a much bigger, hopefully, better position for this one. But on AMC, this is what we're doing, man. It's just we've been averaging down. We've talked about this one. It's just we haven't got the apes per se back into this name yet. So sometimes it rallies, sometimes it doesn't. But right now it's kind of sleeping. And this doesn't surprise me into the kind of day that we have here. It's a very slow day. I still have this Nicholas short still on. We were actually run, which has been pretty good from up here. Not a great trade though for me today. And then Facebook, So we've been doing pretty good on this one. In, and then we just got wicked out. I think you said something similar to what you were doing there, Prad. Something had a false breakout. So we got out. Now we're back into Facebook. So this is a name 347.20 that we're long right now on Facebook. I still think this is going to be a stronger name. The NASDAQ is red, Facebook positive, right? So that's the kind of relationship that we look for over here on that side, on this side, looking for stocks that are almost stronger or weaker than the market, try to pick something up on a dip. So I think Facebook right here, pretty good dip buy. Let's see if we can make back that little out and see if we can cash it in. But my target for that one, 348.50 or so on Facebook. So we'll see you got another dollar to go.
Thank you, Sean. Talking about what you just said about, you know, buying that Facebook dip, immediately my mind went to NVIDIA to see where NVIDIA was. And we're actually to the downside where the low was. And I was talking about getting long around 300s or so, 301. So I just pushed a entry. They didn't give me the full size, so I was going to cross up, but now I'm not going to do that anymore. We'll just stick to what we have, see if they're going to run it back up, and if so, we'll take that profit. And then if he does go back down, we'll take more lungs. So if SPYs looks like very possible that it has stopped going to the downside, and if QQQs along with the SPYs have stopped going to the downside, then there is a good long over here. Once again, that is most likely multiple dollars in the money if it works for us, which is on NVIDIA. Let's go check out where AMD is. AMD back to that same 152 bottom once again. It looks like we did go as low as 150, but that 152 bottom coming into play, giving us another opportunity to get long. But I'm going to be hands off on this. I'm going to be waiting for my NVIDIA trade, which is currently only 15 cents in the money or so. So let's see if we can just cross up and take more shares over here on NVIDIA, because I really would like to have a little bit more skin in the game for this move to $303 or so.
Prad, let's talk crypto a little bit. Crypto is down today. Trader formerly known as Froda Baggin says BTC is free falling. Well, BTC now back to 47,800. I wouldn't worry too much, to be honest. It's not a crazy move to the downside. What was it, around 50,000? So yes, guys. So I don't know. Keep calm and holding. What do you think, Prad?
I like it. Keep calm and hodl. So yeah, do what Miss V just said. That's the mantra for cryptocurrencies right now. A lot of up and down and crazy swings that'll make you want to pull your hair out if you're sitting there watching it every day. So this is the 1 month chart. Basically, every candle is about 30 minutes worth of candle. And this is where we are, around $48,000. If 48,000 does not hold up, obviously we could go to 47 or 46 or so. And then over here, the complete bottom 46. I think, though, if you go to the yearly chart, this is what I'm looking at. I think there's a chance that we go test 44, and if 44 breaks, we go down to 40K, which is what I was talking to Miss V not too long ago, around last month or so. So I am still worried that crypto could go much lower. But if it goes lower, I'm not crying. I'm gonna instantly transfer over money to my crypto account and just buy more. Yep. So I'll be happy, because every dip, it just means I get to put more money in my account once this eventually the 100K move ends up happening. It has to happen, right? 100K before $0. So that's the idea.
Attitude.
Sorry, Mr.?
I like this attitude.
Yeah. VIX is going higher. Let me check indeed. Yeah, so VIX made a pretty nice move to the high side. But yeah, so it looks like QQQs and NASDAQ and SPYs could just start making another low over here and going to the downside if that ends up working. SoFi cracking 1485 again this time, and actually following size to the downside. So maybe if QQQs and everything start going lower, NVIDIA and SoFi not really going to be a helpful trade for us. Hey, Prad, do you think Bitcoin would be at this price if it was shortable? Do you think Bitcoin would be at this price if it was? Isn't Bitcoin shortable? I'm not sure what the question is. Yeah. It is shortable.
Can you short Bitcoin?
Yeah, you have to have a margin account. That's true. Yeah. But yeah, it is shortable. So Trader Fam SKLZ looks like a good buy here to start a position for long port. Long port, full port. Let's go check out SKLZ. 7 million shares traded today. Let's go look at on the dailies what SKLZ is looking like. We were talking about it yesterday, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
But I don't remember what I said at all.
No worries, so do us.
Yeah, I don't remember a
Just kidding.
single thing I said about SKLZ yesterday. But where are we today? Coming back to looks like all-time lows, around $7.15 or so. Currently slightly above that price. Low a day currently also being exactly where we are. If the stock wants to, it could go down to $7.15. And I do like the idea of buying near all-time lows. But obviously, I'm not a big fan of skills, but I've heard a lot of people be bullish about it a lot of times. So the idea makes sense to me. And if it does break the low a day, maybe you just call it a day on that trade and move on from it. So I do like it. AMC popped. Yeah, it did indeed. All right, AMC, nice little pop all the way back to the 100-day EMA on AMC off these lows of what, 2760, so 2750. Let's go to Sean.
AMC, let's go! So there it is right here. So we're super happy with that one, man. We got a good idea there. This is for you, Trader Prad. Let's smoke one as we're going up to the upside right now. AMC just continues to make that move. And I said, let's wait till those buyers come in. So we did take some out there at 27.80 or so. And then a backside up move right now. Just took some out. So let's see if we can retest AMC highs. But I just think that you can't be foolish here on this name. You got to take profits when they're there. And I think we got this one on AMC, guys. So Apes Unite. Let's see if we get this back to 28.50.
Prad GME, actually, AMC's brother, also up 1.60%. Gave up some earlier gains, but still positive.
Jamie's actually up. Wow. Okay. So we're around $150 or so, and actually up almost 1%, as Ms. V just mentioned. And it's actually pretty surprising to me. We're coming to the end of lunchtime here. And we have slightly under 1 million shares, so not bad for GME. But obviously, I like to trade GME when there's 1 million shares or more before lunchtime, before even coming to memes or movers, or sorry, market movers. Still thinking of the old name. Before even coming to the market movers show, because that shows a lot more excitement, a lot more eyes on the stock. So not there today, but looks like someone said GME and AMC partnership. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, yeah, thank you, Miss V. If it is, then it makes sense why both of them popped at the same time. So Miss V says she's gonna confirm for us about that comment that whoever posted. Okay. But the Spider-Man was great. Yeah, I was actually debating on watching the Spider-Man movie, but I said forget it. I'm gonna I'm gonna just not do it right now. Maybe later. CEO NFT partnership. That's been going on for a while though.
Yeah, Prada also don't see any news, but it would be fun, no?
Yeah.
GME and AMC collaboration.
I don't know how they would even partner, but yeah, I guess it would be fun.
Well, GameStop is gaming, right?
Yeah.
And AMC is theaters.
Yeah.
So maybe they could make a, gamers would come to AMC and play from AMC. I don't know.
They could. They already do that over here in Canada.
Yeah.
That like you could on like special days or something, you can rent out a movie theater and then play video games in there. And sometimes they like companies host tournaments inside
cool.
Cineplex and stuff.
That's cool.
So it is possible. You have a good idea there.
Yeah.
But will I go to the theater to play a video game with a bunch of other people when I can sit at home?
Escape from Tarkov?
Yeah, when I can sit at home at the comfort of my air-conditioned room and not talk to anybody but myself? 100% I'd sit in my room.
Due to COVID times, you're doing amazing.
With or without that?
But without that, there are people who like socialize, so...
Not me. I'm staying indoors. I'm an indoor body. But I get your point. It is a very viable partnership. But how much money would that draw in? That's a big question, too. There's a lot of questions on GME AMC if it ends up working out. Prad the loner? No, I just enjoy... being in my own isolation. Listen, the day you learn to be alone in your own space, that's the day you conquer the world, right? You don't need anybody for anything. You live on your own gratification, on your own rules, on your own mantras.
Comfort first.
Comfort. But I can't talk about that because I live with a bunch of people who tell me every second of the day what I need to do for my life. So I can't talk about that. NVIDIA not working out for us. Neither is SoFi. Both of them are struggling a little bit around these lows. But NVIDIA low a day looks like, what, 318? That wasn't the low a day before. Looks like we did eventually go to that bottoms at one point. So coming back to these 380 where we're actually, what's our average right now? 301. Maybe we get out of this one and we try to get long closer to 300. So obviously we're just trying to get long in front of 300 for the stock because we don't think it's going to break it today. 300 can be a support. Yeah, that's the idea. Prad is considerate with other humans being patient. Sure. Where are we going to next? I want to go pull up our watch list. We haven't talked about our watch list all day today.
I
So
was mentioning, excuse me.
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't. Sorry. I don't know if did I say we? I meant I. I'm very sorry about that. Let
It's
me.
cute that you say now us, you know. Not you.
We are a group here, aren't we?
We are.
Stocks are not working out for me. They're kind of annoying me, but whatever, it's fine. We're not gonna complain about it too much. Today's the 28th. It is. So I'm trying to pull up the number one volume, and I'm pretty surprised seeing the number one volume tickers on her watch list, obviously being Apple and AMD. Usually, it's always a low float stock, so it kind of plays tricks with my head. The fact that Apple and AMD are the number one volume leaders on our watch list just goes to show how low volume of a day we're in today. It's just completely, in many ways, you would even chalk this up as a no trade day after 10 o'clock because there's really no moves going on that are at least for me, no moves going on, even though we're in trades. View today's free watch list here. Thank you, Miss V.
You're very
What are you
welcome.
gonna do with AMC? AMC, I don't touch AMC as a day trader until I see it actually give me a range breakout. So we're kind of still in yesterday's range. I don't really touch this at the moment. I want to see a breakout of 30. I'll go long on the breakout of 30, or a breakdown of 27 to the downside. I'll go breakdown of 27. But until then, I'm not touching it. And for my own long term, I'll only add AMC under 20 bucks. I'm not adding AMC above 20 bucks. It's just not happening. So if AMC ever, I'm not saying it will, but if AMC ever goes down there, that's the only point I'm adding to my account. I'm not adding it above 20. Market curling up, so let's go. That should probably take some of our longs to the north side. And CERN came back to the downside here, which means I need to reprice some of my orders. Cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. Order here, order there, order there. Order also here, one order there. And we're good. Awesome.
Look at your 3 long positions.
Oh my, look at that, Miss V. Claps in the chat, boys. Claps in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, Prad is now long. Today we have 3 positions long
They
and not
can't
short.
say you're always short now.
Exactly. Screenshot this moment because this is going to be a rare occasion. You can't call me a bear trader only. You can't call me a short monkey anymore. I don't know if anyone called me that, but
No.
not anymore. Not anymore, baby. AMC is gone. Let's go check out this AMC move. Oh my, woof. AMC is still ripping. Can we break VWAP is the question. My expectations probably no, but I would love for it to break out VWAP over here. If we close above 29 like yesterday, that's going to be absolutely insanity. Actually, no, we did not close above 29, did we? We closed slightly below 29 at around 28.70 or so. So if we manage to even get back to yesterday's close, I think that's a pretty significant move on AMC because we want most stocks to end flat. That way tomorrow, if volume picks back up, we can actually get a nice move with volatility in the market. Here we go. This stock is now moving for us in the money. How much are we in the money? 34 cents in the money. SoFi also in the money. Only 4 cents, though nothing significant. But all of our positions now somewhat helping us out because the market is no longer going down. This is your ES. This is your NASDAQ. And both of them are turning around as people are calling out the curl. Prad 3 times long. Yes, sir. They call me 3-time long Prad.
Long in cube.
Sorry?
Long in cube.
Log on cube?
Long in cube.
Log in
like
cube.
you know in math you put like on the top.
Yeah. Log in.
Never mind.
I get it.
Boy, I broke everything.
No, I get it, Miss V. I just got confused. Cash flow, Mr. Wonderful CLF. What is a CLF? Ah. CLF with 5 million shares. Why'd you look at me like that?
No, all good, all good. I just noticed how you developed your toy.
Yeah, I upgraded it.
Yeah.
That's right. CLF with 5.3 million shares traded. Look at that volume spike coming in at the low of day over here. It looks like CLF wants to go higher and higher now and actually go test that high of day that we made off the open, which was around $20.95. Yeah, 96, 95 cents. I would love to see if we take that out, but looks like a little bit of a retracement after that volume candle coming in. If we hold up around VWAP and the volume stays at the same levels or picks up, either way, there is a chance that we go test that day's high at 20.95. Are you a Leo, Prad? How did you know that? What the heck, you creeper? I guess all you have to do is know my birthday, and it's not hard to know what my birthday is at this point. Please give us your views on CCL. I'm actually a cusp, even though I don't believe in all those zodiac signs and everything. My sister, who's big into that nonsense, and I'm sorry if you're into it, but I believe it's nonsense. You're into it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I called it nonsense and hurt your feelings. I'll take that back. But yeah, she told me that July 23rd was a cusp of a Leo and a Cancerian, and I Googled it, and she was right. So there's your answer. CCL, what are my opinion on CCL? Same opinion as yesterday. Even though we had the down move off the open, the negative catalysts that surround the whole Omicron news and everything, I'm under the belief that people are sick and tired of being indoors. Not me though, but people in general are sick and tired of being indoors. They want to go outside, and with Omicron especially, they're not that worried about Omicron anymore, because a lot of articles have come out and said that, you know, don't be too worried about it. At the same time, the cases numbers are going up, so if the numbers keep increasing, there is a chance that this could be bad for CCL and your travel stocks and so on. But if the numbers don't increase, if the numbers just, if the variant is not as serious as people are saying it's not, then I think there is no danger here for the travel stocks, and they're just getting geared up for the solution, which I guess would be the booster, right? We Leos are misunderstood always. I don't know, man. Misunderstanding comes on your own part. If someone doesn't understand you, that's your fault, because you didn't explain to them in a way they would understand. So that's just like coming down to like accepting responsibility for every single action that you've done in the world or in life in general. So it's like if you're explaining something to somebody and they don't understand it, it's your fault, and you have to now figure out how to explain it to them in a way where they understand it. And if you don't want to do that, then you don't want to do that. That's fine. But saying that you're misunderstood, it doesn't mean bad on or good on you and bad on the other person. It's actually the other way around. And in my opinion. All right, going back to the market, AMC partner with GME. I don't know about that. We're seeing more comments on that, but we're gonna stop seeing that comments very soon. According to new scientific study, where is this blah, 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 I'm ignoring that too. Moving to 89 cruise ships. Yeah, so yeah, obviously CCL, 89 cruise ships, American Airlines. There was an article also that said that Omicron is more dangerous on airlines. Like, what do you expect? You're putting a bunch of people in a closed box with recirculated air. It's like, obviously the article was so dumb to even read for me. I was like, I'm just gonna discredit this article because they're just trying to in a way spread FUD about Omicron and push stocks down. At least that's where my mind went. And the next day I came into work and American Airlines was just ripping to the moon. I was like, that article basically stopped me from going long, but I wish I did go long because I would have made money on that stock. So anyways, I'm not bearish about Omicron until we actually see that variant being more of an issue than previous variants were. Peloton is a pure winner if you short it. Let me go see. Peloton's under 40, so I think Peloton could be a stock where, I could stop bearish about Peloton here because it hit my target of $40. So I could stop being a little bearish. I could stop being a little negative Nancy over here on this stock, and I think there's a chance that we have to go back to 40 and see if there's any buyers around that stock. If buyers show up at 40, good for Peloton, but if not, obviously there could be more downside on this one. Let me go over here and see on the dailies what Peloton is looking like. Where's my last line in sand, which was at 37.02. So that was my last line for Peloton, and we're actually under that. Not sure how much lower we go here. This is almost back to IPO levels at this point. IPO was like, what, $25? So only $10 away from IPO price at this point.
But I see a lot of great feedback about you on the chat. For example, John Guza says, Prad is awesome. And again, guys, today is Prad's mother's birthday. So you know how you can support us to smash the like button. I'm pretty sure your mom will be happy to see that your show is successful. People give us a like. So
Our
guys,
show, Miss V, get it
our
right.
show. High five. So guys, if you have a heart and if you have a soul, please smash the like button and support.
Even if you don't have a heart and soul, smash it.
Yeah, anyways, it's fun, right?
We want everyone to smash it. Because you remember the goal, right? 3,000 likes equals Miss V colors my hair blonde. And then
Yes,
my mom beats me up for
sir.
having blonde hair. But that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different topic.
Imagine it would happen exactly on her birthday.
Yeah, and my mom would have a big birthday surprise then, huh? Come home with blonde hair and a cake. She's like, "You're not my son. Get out of my house."
We'll be fine. We'll wait a little bit. We'll wait until mid-January when you can wear a hat every day.
Yeah,
so
that's a
she
good
won't
point.
even notice.
Hide it. That's a
Yeah.
good point. SoFi going one more time the downside. Not happy with my position over here on SoFi. We're looking to catch these lows. But no, SoFi looks like it wants to keep on giving us a little bit of trouble. I did say I'll be out on 1485, but then what I did was I started scrolling down and I looked for size on the bids, and I pretty much saw size all the way at even at 75 there's size, and there's size on the bids on the way down that I want to rely on and lean on. So let's see if this trade ends up being fruitful, but I don't want to hold it much longer. I don't want to turn SoFi into a big negative stock for me. And I'm kind of battling it at the moment. Going back to NVIDIA here, 60 cents in the money right now on NVIDIA. Trying to see if spies are going to go back to VWAP and take NASDAQ with it. If they do, then I might just add on the break of this 50-day EMA on NVIDIA to get a move up to 303 or even 304. I don't know if we go back to VWAP today, but if that ends up happening, then that's just a plus. Coin. Let's go check out Coinbase here. What is Coinbase looking like? Coinbase did rip up a little bit. Well, you know, I don't know about rip. I'll retract that call out. Coinbase made a little bit of a move off those lows around 260 or so. But like I said, you got to keep your eyes always on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin fluctuates Coinbase, and Bitcoin not only fluctuates Coinbase, Bitcoin like fluctuates Tesla, and then eventually it's gonna start fluctuating other stocks in the world too. So we're starting to get to a point in life where you can't really ignore what Bitcoin's doing anymore. So anytime Bitcoin's moving up and down irrationally, you could see a little bit of a move happening in Tesla. If anyone can put down the percentage move, I remember one of you, maybe it was Amir or maybe Brian Buckley, who calculated it for us and put the number in the chat, which was basically how much a percentage move in Bitcoin equates to in Tesla. Ticks are going up. That's right. I'm seeing all the ticks going up right now. I'm happy about my longs. Are one of them is in the negative, but we're still holding on for the move over here. Any game plan for ISIG now that it bounced off of VWAP? ISIG. So ISIG did bounce off of VWAP, but I think it's still in a way just sideways trading around VWAP. I mean, all right, I'll take that back. You know, we're about $2 or $1.50 off of VWAP. Look at that consolidation near $21. So breakout of that $21 right now, starting to move up a little bit. Volume's also increasing. Lunchtime has ended. So we're looking for a move to $22. So if 21 breaks to the downside, maybe you want to get out and get back in around 20.50, or just add all the way to 20.50, or add all the way to $20. Your call. Basically, you have a whole dollar range here that you want to play around with. But the move that we're looking for is 22 and the high of day to 23. It is possible because we are making a higher highs and a higher lows along with consolidation periods to the sideways. So as long as we keep doing this pattern, something similar to what we did over here around 10 o'clock and 11:50, we could just get a nice spike up to $22, $23 and then come back down, or we could trend our way slowly towards 22 and then get a nice breakout above 23 all the way to 24. So looking for a repetition of history over here, and if history doesn't repeat itself, then I'm looking for weakness to come in and go down. When the volume will come to normal. I don't know what that question meant, but good afternoon, Prad and the most adorable Miss V. Smash the like button. Now ready to pick up a few stock pointers. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So stock pointers right now. Let's go. SoFi back in the money for me. We were crying about our SoFi position quite a bit, but now we're actually starting to turn into the profit position. NVIDIA was negative on the day because of this adding the bag and not being disciplined, but now we're turning NVIDIA into a positive, so let's start looking at the stock to go up. We were talking about the breakout of the 50-day EMA, which happened, so let's start. Why is BATS not filling me? We're like, what's going on here, huh? There we go. ARCA fills me, but not BATS, while I see BATS on the book. All right, cool. That's fine with me. Whatever. We just cross up, take out the liquidity off the offer. Let's run the stock a little bit more. Now my average on NVIDIA being around 301.52, and our first target obviously being around 302.50. So let me throw out the order for that, and we're gonna run through it. Let's go, NVIDIA. SoFi also ripping a little bit, so I'm gonna start throwing out some orders for SoFi profits. We'll do 9.5, and then we'll do the some at 15, and then we'll hold the rest. And then I need to go throw more orders on CERN because every time I throw order, they're just insta-filling me. Not that it's a complaint or anything, but yeah, they're insta-filling me every time I throw order on one of my most favorite gateways too. So I'll take it. Thank you, CERN. Prada, can you take a look at Roblox getting whacked today? Is it really? Oh, wow. I did not see this coming on Roblox, to be honest. 7 million shares traded today. To the downside we go. $100 coming into play one more time. Looks like that article that came out about Roblox is still affecting it quite a bit because we're struggling to be above what's it now, 105s or even 110s. What was the article? If I remember, it was like something like the decline in daily average users or something like that. So Roblox got hit from that article after earnings report, and basically gave back a lot of its gains. We were at like 140s or so after earnings, came back to near 93, and now back above 100. In my opinion, Roblox deserves to be over $100. Even though I'm a big Roblox bear on the game, the company fundamentals are just so obvious that they deserve to be over 100. Now, can we find support? Can we find buyers in the current market environment with inflation, with the interest rates coming in? Are people going to be okay with buying the $100 level, or are they going to be much rather be buying Apple at 180 because it makes more of a sense for the metaverse player, whatever it is, whatever the ideas are that people use to trade with? So keeping an eye on Roblox to see where buyers can come in. If they don't come in at 100, then that's pretty much a problem. NVIDIA coming back to the downside a little bit. It looks like markets also struggling to keep ripping. QQQ making a little bit of a down move over here on the 3-minute, also on the SPYs. So just watching, being patient, just watching. I'm still trusting this level around 300 on NVIDIA. So not getting ready to take any profits yet, and not getting ready to paper hands the trade either. So getting ready to just wait, be patient, add on the way down, and then look for that move to 303 or to VWAP. Let's go check on AMD. Where's AMD at? AMD's still around those same prices, but nice little move off those 150.50s if you went long. So almost $1 in the money on that side. SOPA curling back. Let's go check out SOPA while I mute this guy. Put user in timeout. All right, SOPA. Woo, yeah, baby. SOPA making a nice move back over here to VWAPs, but like obviously we broke multiple levels already. I did not I didn't want to go long there for that reason. Good to see that 14 is ended up holding a little bit, and higher highs, higher lows pattern kicked in all the way to VWAP. Right now we go. I'm gonna expect a little bit of a weakness to come in at VWAP. Obviously, you know, if volume picks back up, then maybe we go all the way to 16 instead and actually break out of 16. SoFi now ripping. Let's go. Are we gonna take out of? How come 14.95 did not fill? Well, makes sense because we're not on 14.95 yet. So waiting for SoFi to take out more levels on the upside and become, there we go, 14.95 just filled, and we're waiting for the 15 to come into play right now, and we can maybe go higher. But obviously, I would like to keep an eye on the level 2 and time of sales, but if that doesn't happen, that's fine. FTK moving up again. FTK. And NY, yeah, NY. So FTK to $1 move is the one that we were looking for, and it is giving it to you in the next few minutes or so. So 22 million shares so far, and it is getting ready. The engines are gearing up. They're fueling up the engines for the blast off over here to $1. The question is though, are we gonna break through $1 in a crazy fashion and keep ripping, or are we just gonna come back to the downside and not really go anywhere? Is that a Bruins jersey? No, this is a Crooks and Castle jersey. So it's just one of those hipster brand name company that just made a jersey. It has like a Medusa head with the bandana in the front. It's just, I don't know. I was a little hipster skateboarder who never skateboarded, so bought everything around those in that realm of apparel. Funny that it still fits to me. But I think I bought this back in university days. It's a little short on this side, but you know, it still fits me. I'll take it. Where's the bandana? It's around the Medusa's face. I'll show you here. So Medusa over here has got the COVID mask on. She's ready for the public transit along with me because, you know, obviously 2-hour rides, you get kicked out for not having your mask on. Can you explain your long uncertain? I don't understand it. I don't see it short. That's fine. You don't have to understand it. It's just a different setup, a different trade that I use to trade. Nothing really to talk about it on that. You can Google it to see what's going on that stock to find out how buyouts work, but nothing really to mention, you know, more than just go long and pray to God. 88 Cardano will not do anything this year. Put your money in somewhere else. Well, that's a good opinion. I think Cardano could start signing contracts. You know, people said the same thing about Bitcoin when Bitcoin was around 30 cents or even $3 or even 10K or even now at 15K or sorry, 50K. So like, you know, everyone is entitled to their opinion, but you're betting on the future over there on that side. NFLX stopped out. Let's go check out NFLX. Netflix, man, I'm so in love with Netflix. I think I've ran through everything at this point. I'm running out of things to watch. So Netflix currently coming to the downside a little bit. Looks like the low of the day is what, 611.19. We're currently just slightly below 612. Trying to see if we can find some support at these levels. My charts are dying on me. Yep, they are. So let me load these back up for us. In the meantime, what is Netflix looking like? So I'm gonna have to unfilter the volume because $600 stock, no one's really trading 100 shares on this, or maybe if they are, then that's a really big buyer on that side. Let's see where we are. Where the lows, the charts have loaded up, kind of like the long over here on Netflix. As long as the market can hold up, and it looks like the market wants to hold up and make an attempt towards VWAP. So I do like the long in front of 612 over here, but you know, you got to pretty much give $1 on this stock. The low of day being 611.19. I'd probably give it all the way to 611 flat. If 611 breaks, then you just call it a loss on your trade and move on. And if you do get that long, it's a potential $1 to $2 per share trade over there. So you know, you take that almost every time you get that. AMC Burr. You want? I don't know if I can pull you up. I'll just talk about it because my stream deck's not working. AMC is ripping right now to the north side. So it looks like Sean is absolutely rolling in the money. That defense he had, defense stance, held up the barrier over here for AMC. For all you apes, being your number one boy today and helping you guys out. Let's go AMC. I'm going to guess this is going to be the trade of the day today. Let's see if I'm right on that side. So AMC just ripping all the way to VWAP. AMC vroom vroom. Yeah, vroom vroom vroom. Get on me mom's car. BFRI should be flying tomorrow. We'll watch it. BFRI has been on watch yesterday and on today. So neither of them days helped BFRI, but we'll watch for sure. 3 million float, has traded 10 million shares, and you know we're watching it for that short squeeze, as people have been calling it out multiple days now. NVIDIA coming down a little bit more, so I want to I'll just throw an order out at 300.25 instead. In case we do go down there, we'll take that long, and then maybe I just move off my trade over here that we're currently holding. No, I'll just hold on to it. AMC 29, big resistance. Let's go back to AMC here. 29. Obviously, I can't see the size just yet. So if we do go there, there is a possibility that the 29 has some size. But I don't think that 29 is going to be a big resistance of sorts. Because we have broken it off the open. We did break it yesterday too. I think 30 is more of a level, and we're just bouncing between 30 and 28 in a way. But that's just my opinion. I think then after 30, a bigger resistance is at around $32 on AMC. So currently, if we do go to VWAP, I don't know. I can see people loading some shorts here on AMC around VWAP or before 29. So that could indeed help the stock be a resistance itself. Let me go back here. This stock is still ripping. Do I have more orders to take profits? I don't. Do I want to even take profit at this point? I really don't. So I'm just going to be waiting for it. I have an order on the downside. We do. Going back to SoFi. Let's see where SoFi is going. SoFi did go to the north side. I'm going to take out a little bit more of my bag on SoFi just because I don't want to be sitting with the same amount of bag on the way up and on the way back down. You know, obviously scalp your wins on the way up and on the way down as long as they are wins. And if they're losses, get out for a loss unless you want a bag hold. But keep in mind, this is something that Greg always tells me. You can either bag hold or you could damn, I'm drawing a blank on the statement. You could either bag hold or you could, what was the statement, Greg? He's not even here. He's in the training meeting, so I'll forget it. I'll remind you tomorrow or some other day if that statement comes to my head. Miss V's back. What's up, Miss V?
Guess who's back? Nothing much. Did anything exciting happen on the market?
Not really, to be honest. Just a lot of boring sleeping action right now. But hopefully, now that you're here, we get some fun in the action.
Absolutely. Let's do some fun. By the way, do you think after New Year, will kind of market be back to normal, more excitement, more moves?
That's the hopes.
Okay.
That's the hopes. If market stays this way going into New Year, then obviously it's not gonna be fun watching market have no volume and just go sideways. So I would love for some more momentum and velocity, some violent speed action to come into the market a little bit.
Crazy volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, I remind you that on New Year we'll be here trading with you, full trading day. So, yay! Do you have any exciting plans for New Year?
Nah, not really. I mean, everyone's like so worried about what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to
that's
really
true.
host any parties. And even if you host a party, people are like, oh, are you going to do checks? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? At this point, I'm just like, all right, just Zoom call and save New Year's and call it a day.
That's also fun.
Right? Just Zoom call and call it a day.
Okay. Anyways, you will spend time with your family, right?
Yes,
All
yes,
right, that's good. Guys, if you have some super exciting plans for New Year, write them in the comments. We would love to know.
Yeah. What are your plans?
Might go to restaurant on the actual New Year. If nothing gonna be like, if anything will be left not shut down, and maybe we'll go to spa on the weekend.
What? What? Okay, give me a second. This stock just popped out of nowhere. We're up
I thought you were so
randomly.
excited about SPY.
SPY is grade 2, never been to one, but this stock just popped out of nowhere for 17 cents. So I'm just gonna cross out, take my win over there. Maybe if I wasn't so paper-handed, I could have held it for another 5 to 10 cent pop over here on this stock. But whatever, you take your wins every time they give it to you. So thank you, CERN. And my order actually disappeared, so now I'm gonna have to throw back another order here. So we'll do that. Oh, yeah, of course, it's going to keep on ripping. We're going to move away from it so we don't keep regretting about it. Market trying to come back to the downside over here. NVIDIA really struggled to break out of the 50-day EMA there. Not sure if we're going to hold 300 at this point. I do have an order to get long in front of 300, but, you know, not looking good right now. Looks like QQQ wants to come back to the downside, make a test of the low a day again. And here's your SPY. SPYs are curling around off of at 47.80 and are now on the descent back to the ground. Repeat spot, the market will go bullish. Yeah, that's a good thing. As soon as Miss V said SPY, the stock just popped up 10 cents. So maybe that was the secret.
Lol. I wish.
Lol. You actually said it IRL. Lol. I like it.
LOL.
LOL. Lol.
Laughing out loud.
I love it. AMC puts are up 4.21%. Prad, I should take the money and run. And I would. I would. 420%. I would. I mean, obviously, it depends on you and your trades, my friend. If your risk tolerance allows you to hold the trade a little bit longer, and if you think your targets are gonna come in later on in the day with a bigger bag of money for you, then that's your trade, and that's exactly what you should do. If you think otherwise, then it's not something you should do. Santa Claus went to sleep today. He's tired, bro. He's tired. He had to travel all over the world and the stock market. Give the man a break. Semis have not had a good day. Example, SOX and AMD. Yeah, NVIDIA along with that down 2.5% or almost 3% at the moment. Really struggling to find some support in front of 300. Obviously, we have been supporting 300 or even 302 before, and are going to keep supporting and holding that gates over there on NVIDIA until they show us the weakness in front of those levels. What's going on with Bitcoin? Not sure how to answer that other than weakness happening in the overall crypto market in general. Obviously we did go above 50K and we really needed to hold 50K. So not holding 50K was very significant to me and came back down. Now, at the same time, if we rip back above 50K, let's say later today or later tomorrow, then I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to be like, all right, none of it's significant anymore. Everything's just a sham, and this market is just gonna completely do what it wants at every single time of the day. So just move on and just buy the bag and close your account and move on. Is my mentality on crypto. Buy the bag, close your account, and move on, and come back to it in like 3 years, because that's the only way to deal with crypto at this point. Prad, is there something I don't know about Roblox because it is free falling? Is it free falling still? Oh my, so we actually broke 100 right now, and okay, we were at 101.50 not too long ago. Now we're below 100. There has to be something significant here that's pushing the stock way harder to the downside than anything else. This is pretty nasty of a move over here. I'm gonna have to try and take a long here.
By the way, while you do that, of course, these news are not related to the free fall, but Paris Hilton, Roblox, and the Metaverse will meet on New Year's Eve because Paris Hilton will be hosting its party on the Paris World Virtual Island on Roblox.
That
Maybe
makes
that's
sense. What
you're gonna do on New Year. You should join Paris Hilton party on
that
Roblox.
makes sense why Roblox is falling now,
Come
actually.
on.
That makes sense why Roblox is crashing. Paris Hilton partnership, all right. It's a children's platform. You're gonna put Paris Hilton with all of her controversies. I don't even know if I said that right. On a children's platform. I don't know about that. Chief. But yeah, we'll see if Roblox is gonna end up giving us a nice long over here in front of 100, but looks like it's gonna struggle a little bit. Obviously, market's coming to the downside. So here's your Nasdaq, Nasdaq coming to the downside, and so are SPY. So if they take out levels below over here, we don't want to be supporting the stock much longer and then struggling with it. NVIDIA coming down to 300. Let's see if we can get that long in front of 300. Almost 20 years since that video. Fair. What's the live trading very own? What's that? Was that live trading very own? Okay, I don't know.
October's very own.
October's very own? Ah, that makes sense actually now. Did you mean controversy? Yeah, controversy. I probably pronounced it really messed up, and that messed up my head just the way I pronounced it. NVIDIA, let's go check out what NVIDIA is looking like. Are we going to crack 300 to the downside? I did get a bigger bag over here on this 325, and I'm just going to throw out a stop on the 300 break because I don't want to be holding it past that. So we'll do... There we go. NVIDIA starting to make a nice little move over here. We are now long. Our full bag says 361. So if I just do maybe this, and we'll find out what our average is. There you go. Our average is 325. Currently only 22 cents in the money, and we're looking for a nice move on NVIDIA all the way up to 303 or 304. And Nasdaq futures have gone to the bottom and just touched it once again. Are going to most likely now start ripping to the north side, which would be great. SPYs are also holding off over here. That was too quick for you guys probably. SPYs are also holding up and are starting to rip right now. So I should have done what I was planning to, which was get off my long, which I was trying to defend. So get out of that long in front of 301 and then get back in at 300, which is what we're in right now, and looking for that nice move above 301, 302, 303, and so on. Let me start taking some profits. What is a half a dollar? Is that half a dollar? That's not half a dollar. I only want to increment half a dollar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's half a dollar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's one full dollar. Throwing out exits, guys. Exits. SPY is hardly ripping right now. I just meant holding off and moving to the north side. If I said ripping, then yeah, I am sorry. Sometimes, you know, I just speak whatever's coming to my head because it's the easiest thing to do without having to process a couple words here and there. So if I said ripping, I do apologize. I meant, you know, slight little pop off those lows that we were almost gonna go test on the futures on either side. So I'm happy seeing that happen because it's gonna most likely help us out on our longs. Roblox still struggling over here, but you know, look at that size come in over 100. Looks like we're gonna start seeing some buyers come in. I would like to get at least $1 per share move. I'm gonna risk about 50 cents on here. So if I'm risking 50 cents, I want to at least have a 2:1 risk reward on there. So let's get at least $1 per share move on this stock. NVIDIA, did it come back to the downside or almost to our entry over here? So NVIDIA almost came back to our entry, and no profit targets got wicked into at all. AMD dropped to near low a day. Yeah, with the market move to the downside, would have expected that. So I still don't want to go long over here on NVIDIA or AMD because I think if another move to the downside happens, which looks like it's getting ready to on the market, you know, AMD could really go to 150. At which point AMD 150 is NVIDIA 300 in my opinion. Then I'll gladly get long over there. Tesla halted. It's not moving. What? No.
What?
No way. No, it's not halted. It's just not moving much.
By the way, Prad,
yeah, Miss V.
DNUT Krispy Kreme has a great day. It holds strong above VWAP for the whole day. It's up 9% right now. What do you think about DNUT?
Wow, really?
Yep.
Donut. Let's go check out Donut. Donut up 9%. Why though? Why is Krispy Kreme up like this today? Is there any news on it? Is it on our watch list? Nope, it's not on the watch list. So not sure why Krispy Kreme is doing the move it is doing, but it is ripping, man. Nasty moves on Krispy Kreme here. What is the IPO range and what is the high after the IPO range? So this is the IPO candle. and that was $16 or so, and we're pretty much coming back into that IPO ranges after making a low of $12.63 on donut. So good to see good to see it come back into these prices. Obviously, I'm gonna expect a little bit of a rejection coming in around $18, but if we take out 18, I'm gonna be even more surprised because damn, donut's just a lot of strength today.
I don't see any significant news, but there are some by Yahoo Finance. Donut shares on the rise again this week, days after the stock's revenue guidance was lifted. Share up nearly 9%, making it one of the top gainers at Yahoo Finance.
Sorry, I was just managing some orders here. All right, good. Dina goes up every time rest of the market is down for some reason. Oh, okay, good observation. Never observed that, so I'll keep my eyes on that. Something like the vaccination play. Every time the market goes down, the vaccine makers kind of rip. Novavax being one of them. So people were looking for the Novavax long earlier in the day, and you know I did say be a little careful because it could go lower, and you have to either chase it to the downside or get out and get back in later. And if you did either of those, it would have paid you off because we did get a nice move up to 162, but I don't think we actually have the strength on Novavax to go all the way back up to 170 or so on. NVIDIA started making a pop again because NASDAQ is not really going to the downside. Looks like we're going to hold off on those lows. So NVIDIA starting to make a move. 2 of my profit targets have already kicked in, and we're holding for a bigger move. Let's go NVIDIA. Now we're about $1 in the money, 90 cents to be exact. Roblox flat, so we're going to probably see Roblox moving also. Let's take more shares of Roblox right now and also ride that rocket to the north side. SoFi just boring me to sleep, and I know if I get out of my position, it's going to start moving. So we're going to be a little bit more patient on this, but it is absolutely putting me to sleep here. Going back to NVIDIA, let's go NVIDIA. I don't have any more profit targets over here to throw out. I mean, already thrown out, so I got to start layering out some of my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So just throwing out orders all around the board to take some profits, and we'll also cross out just to take one extra profit.
Justin here posted the other news. I also saw them on Icon that Krispy Kreme encouraged fans to raise a glaze to 2022, offering 2 original glazed dozens for just $12 from December 30 through January 2nd.
Okay. I like it.
By the way, guys, no pressure, but just 30 minutes left until the end of Market Movers. What's going on?
No.
No worries. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah,
30 minutes is a big period of time. So, team, we still need 150 more likes. Just 30 minutes left, and only you can help us. So if you are watching and you know you didn't like this video, please do it right now. We need your support. What's up?
This stock sucks.
Which one?
Goldman sucks. Moving on. I'm just angry at CERN. I called it. Did I not say the stock is gonna go another 5 to 10 cents up?
We were talking about CERN.
I was talking about a stock that's gonna go another 5 to 10 cents up, and look at this.
Wow.
Look at this.
Okay.
I pretty much have been trading you all day, and it just makes me angry. Anyways, moving on. NVIDIA still $1 in the money, but looks like we're gonna have to just be patient with it. Roblox just struggling around this 100 level. SoFi also struggling around this level. Imagine the day that Prad goes long on the whole market, the stock just wants to stall, and then when Prad goes short on the whole market, the stock goes to go long. Anything I do, the market just wants to not do that side. Anyways, no more Bieber balls today. We do have Bieber balls on the side.
Guys, we still have 3 team bips left from yesterday, and if we get 1,000 likes, we will send them to the random person. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure they're fresh still, but yes, we have some. I don't know if I will be too hungry. Maybe I will kill them.
Yeah, Bieber balls all day, I guess. DNUT is seriously climbing. Yeah, no doubt about that claim. It is like seriously climbing for sure. Let's go Virginia Tech, originator of the Beamer balls. I don't know what that is, but yes, let's go Virginia Tech, VTech, woo! I think it's VTech, but I don't know. Anyways, 1K likes gets V more beeves. Justin already said. Oh, so smash that, guys. Smash that. How many are we at right now?
Best.
$8.99. Not bad, not bad. Please look at Facebook. So Metaverse, what is Metaverse doing? I'm still waiting for that name change on Metaverse. So where are we? Metaverse is trying to go lower right now to the downside a little bit. My guess is we break this low and clock a little bit lower. But unless, if I'm wrong, then we start reversing along with the overall market and start rocking to the moon. Nasdaq and SPY's kind of struggling at the moment, so not really taking out that high yet. And for Nasdaq over here coming down also a little bit, so it looks like they're gonna struggle to go back to VWAP or to VWAP. I'm gonna kind of want to just realize my money on NVIDIA and get back in, but nah, we'll just hold on to it a little bit longer. Roblox still doing absolutely nothing. Apple coming down. Let's go check out Apple. Apple was at 180. So if you guys remember me saying that was my original short trade that I wanted, and then I basically didn't take it for the rest of the day. Right now, Apple coming back to 180 and looking like it wants to start flushing to the downside. Kind of missed out the short already, so I would have loved it to be closer to 180s. But yeah, there is a trade over here. I think though it doesn't go much lower than 179.20. Miss V, you looking at Tesla?
Always proud. What are you asking?
Always.
Even guys, I mean, Tesla got back to this 1088 level. Looks like a strong support level. I mean, at least now. As I said again, there could be a lot of opportunities for scalping on Tesla. I'm still looking for it to break 1100 for my long opportunities. But again, let's wait until power hour kicks in, more volume comes, and Tesla finally identifies where it wants to go, back to 1082 level, or maybe break that 1100. Anyways, I'm pretty sure when volume comes back, Tesla will break any direction.
I like it. Yeah, I'm just adding over here to my roadblocks below 100 just so I could get a better average, but I'm not sure if they even want to give me the fill. We'll wait for it. Actually, the order got canceled. What? Why did it get canceled? So we'll just throw it back on there. My pending order from the morning is still on my blotter, and it's really annoying me because that's going to probably stop me from taking another trade on Apple for the rest of the day. So even if I want to take a trade, I probably will have to just refrain on the stock, and that's why I got burnt over here. I was trying to get out of my short, and it wouldn't let me get out because I have a pending order stuck on my platform, and that's going to block me from touching the stock for the rest of the day. NVIDIA still stuck here, but I'm not worried about it too much. What I am worried about though is just Roblox over here. Looks like Roblox could just not work out for the long side and give us a little struggle along with the overall market if we start dipping to the downside. So don't want to give back my gains on the day. I want to retain some of my profits, and Roblox could be the one that takes it away from me. So be careful if you are long with me, because we're not really seeing buyers come in at this 100 level the way I wanted to. There we go, a little bit of buyers coming in, but we want a lot more buying action, not just on Roblox, but on the overall market. Let me filter back to 100 shares only because I don't want to see less than 100 shares coming in onto my time of sales.
Prad, another name with a very visible downtrend is APPS. After jumping in pre-market on news about collaboration with Google, stock was only going down, 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 and congratulations to everyone who caught the short around this area. I remind you, I was keeping an eye on APPS, and I was thinking if it breaks this level, I would get into short trade. But again, I was too involved with my Tesla trading, and also I was a little bit scared because, it's not really low float name, and also has good news. So APPS is not really low float, right?
I don't think so. Shouldn't be.
I'll check.
Yeah, no, it's 82 million float.
Yeah, so it's good, right?
Yeah,
so that's why I was kind of a little bit scared to short it right away there, because good news, nice free float. But anyways, congrats everyone, great short opportunity on APPS.
Yeah, that's a pretty big move to the downside, especially after having a big move up in pre-market. They not only gave away the pre-market gains, and some. So APPS, not sure what we want to do here. What I am noticing though on the dailies is look at the number of green days that we have. and just rip city to the north. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green days in a row, all the way from a low of $50 to a high of $72. So that kind of makes sense. A little bit overextended, too far north, and the reality check had to come into the stock a little bit. So now that I went in Dow, zoom out, kind of makes sense. There's a chance that the stock could go all the way down to $60 and find support. And if 60 fails, maybe we go down to $57, $58 at the bottom over here of the high of what day is this? 28th of December. 8th of December is a high of 8th of December. Could be the next support if 60 doesn't hold up.
Prad donut is taking off.
Donut.
Let's keep going.
It's
wow.
still going? Oh my. Okay, I thought 18 would be a rejection if volume doesn't show up. So obviously volume showed up. I was wrong about that. And then they were like, 18, we're going to take out 18. Prad, let me show you what 18 looks like. Bang, just took it out all the way to 19 now. I don't think, wait, we should have levels. We should have levels on Donut. We're already on Donut. So what levels can we see on this bad boy? All right, I don't really see any levels, so maybe let me turn on pivot points. We already broke resistance 3, so that's kind of shows how extended we are off of the VWAP or in general on the intraday, how big of a move we are on Donut. Where did my chart go? Here we go. So Donut, look at that big move coming in, and look at that volume candle, biggest candle of the day now, even bigger than pre-market. So clearly Donut, something's going on here, insider buying or some sort of news that has yet to be released to the world. Miss V did give some catalyst though, but I don't know if that was warranting this big of a move on Donut.
I mean, giving some sale for donuts, I don't think like
this big of a move, no.
I imagine if like Apple would giving iPhones for free.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be catalyst, but
I'm going to get out of my Roblox here, I think, for a loser. It looks like Roblox is not going to be going above 100. They're actually going to start going to the downside. Where is the previous Roblox support on my charts? 99.80 is what I have, and we're pretty much cracking that to the downside. And after that, do I have any line to the downside? I have 95.73. Not sure we're going to go there. I'm going to expect maybe at worst $98 to the downside, but we'll see. $99, $98 to the downside is the worst I'm going to expect on this move, because this is a pretty big move on Roblox, man. Too big of a move if you ask me. You have to go back to July to find out the price level for Donut. Yeah, maybe you're right. How low Nicola will sink, you think? NKLA. Let's go check out NKLA. We're actually broke 11 to the downside, and looks like it's weakness today. Maybe what's the chart? So down 2%. Taking out multiple supports. What's the low of day on Monday? The low of day was around $10.60, and then before that around, I guess, $10 flat was, which we broke out of on that news catalyst day of having one delivered truck. So Nicola today kind of struggling a little bit. I don't think Nicola goes much further than this, but if it does, there should be support in front of $10. So 50 cents below from here should have some support on Nicola. Today, I think volume should pick back up and make a move towards at least $10.80 or so. But that's just my idea. Roblox, you're telling me I got stop hunted? Let's go check out Roblox. Yeah, you're right about that. These stop hunters, man, they come for you. So let's just get back in over here, see if they want to give me any shares. Most likely not. So we're just gonna have to cross over and take our fills. Sometimes you just gotta demand what you want and take it, kick names and kick doors and take what you want. So there we go. We got stop hunted for sure. Roblox now starting to make a little bit of a move. If we see another big spike coming into volume, I'm gonna for sure add more over here. Let's go, Roblox. You stop hunters, you almost got me, but my chat got my back. and they told me to pull it right back and keep an eye on it. So we're gonna keep a little bit of eyes on it. Let's see if we're gonna see more weakness around this 100. But I like the amount of buying that came in there. We held up around 99.55, and we want a bigger move to the north side. Nasdaq has been pretty much creating a triple, quadruple bottom. How many ever bottoms you see over here, just add them up. But basically has been support at these lows of the day, which is what we're gonna lean on a little bit longer. Why did this crash? Okay, close that. Anyway, SPYs are also not really getting ready to go to the low a day and are actually preparing to maybe take out this resistance at 47.80. And if that ends up working out on NASDAQ and on the SPYs, I think Roblox could really start moving to the north side for us. What is this? NVIDIA. I was not going to lie. I was going to paper hand this trade and pretty much close it for $1 per share winner. But, the process of learning is to actually do it and learn from either your mistakes or from you're doing it right also. But most of the time, you learn from your mistakes. So today we're going to learn from or hopefully from a successful trade. So we're going to hold it a little bit longer, see if we can actually ride it to 303 or so. And if we get stopped out on it, and we stuck to the plan. No emotion came in and ruined the trade for us. It was all stuck to plan. That's the way we want to be trading it.
Chicken hands.
Bak bak. Nas only down 0.5%. Don't sweat it. I have yet to hear Nas's new album. Did you hear the new album yet? Sean? Nas's album, Magic. You did? I gotta listen to it. I'll listen to it. So yeah, Nas's Magic album. Apparently, I don't know what market you're looking at, NAS. Let me pull it up over here. You see, it's on Europe, so I don't even have the entitlements for that. I can't even pull it up. So if it's only down 0.5%, then yeah, guys, don't worry about it if you're stressing too much. Holy crypto red, Batman. Really? Is it bleeding more and more? Here we go. Here comes the time where my computer is about to B-side on me. So guys, if I blue screen at that, Miss V, be ready to throw it over to one of them.
Absolutely. By the way, guys, why is it black and white? Look at this. Oh, because it's coming up. Oh my god, that looks cool, right? So guys, the video interview with Kevin O'Leary is ready. I'm gonna post it right on the chat. Yeah, watch it. It was such a fun conversation. I'm pretty sure you're all gonna like it.
Where are we going to? We have about 15 minutes left. Did we crack 1K yet? We better have cracked 1K.
We better, but we're not. Still 75 likes are needed.
Come on, guys. You know what happens if we don't hit 1K, right? Miss V and I, we're going to not eat lunch today. So we're hungry. We need some food, and we need that like counter to go up. So 75-ish or more likes. So come on, guys. Run that number up.
I'm getting my energy and kind of being fed by likes. So you can go for food. And guys, please, 1K likes is what needed for me to keep going for this day. So please smash the like button.
Let's do it.
Okay, now 28 likes are left for us to get 1,000. 20 more.
Market coming down, still testing lows. It is indeed. And Roblox once again giving me trouble. So there we go. Market struggling still. We'll wait for market to actually take out that low to get out this time out of our Roblox, or even the low a day for Roblox being 99.55. So obviously still a little bit of a battle price over here around 100 for Roblox. Oh, wow. Let's go.
Thank you, team. You're the best. We love you. Sorry for interrupting you, by the way.
No, you're good. You're
good. So much excitement. Thank you. Literally last 14 minutes. You're the best.
Let's go. We love every single one of you. Absolutely amazing. PayPal below 190. It will come back above 190 today, in my opinion, at least. Let's go check out PayPal, though. Where's PayPal? PYPL. Nasdaq getting ready to take out the low there. Worrying me about my Roblox lawn. Come on, Roblox. Don't stress me out like that. PayPal slightly below 190. Looks like we did crack 190 over here. But in my opinion, there could be support, or should be support at least, allowing the stock to go back up. But if NASDAQ takes out the lower day here and we start cracking to the downside, looks like SoFi wants to do that too. So we're going to actually take the L on SoFi. SoFi is no longer going to keep on holding around those prices. And, whoa, did I close my other share too? Where was the other trade? Roblox. Roblox.ny. We're going to jump right back in because I closed that by mistake. Yeah, jump right back in there because I don't want to get out of my Roblox long just yet until Nasdaq cracks the lower day there. But I did want to get out of my SoFi long. So SoFi looks like it's not going to keep on holding around those levels multiple times. And even though we do get pops, the pops are only up to $14.95 or so, which is like 5-10 cents. It's not much there for me. So much rather wait at this point to go to $14.50 or even $14 flat. There is some size at $14.75, but I'm not going to lean on that anymore. Can we go down to $14.50? There is some size on $14.50. That probably size increases when we get down there. So we'll just be a little bit more patient on SoFi. We did get a couple nice scalps on it, but at the end of the day, the idea was not working out, and we took out multiple levels that we were leaning on. Basically, yesterday's low, $14.85, we were leaning on, and we were leaning on the 15 flat. Looks like the market is on SPAC killing mode. I don't know what that means, but let's go. Good buy on SoFi then. Probably over here at these prices. If you want to lean on at 75, or if you want to lean on I want to lean on the 50 level instead. But this could be an area to get long. Obviously, if Nasdaq doesn't keep on going to the lower side, then SoFi could maybe start bouncing back into these levels. But I'm done with SoFi. My trade did not work out for me. We'll move on and we'll come back at a different price point, which is around $14.50 for me at this point. Thoughts on Facebook? Oh, NVIDIA is ripping. What's going on with NVIDIA here? NVIDIA making a move right now. Okay, NVIDIA. Let's go. Actually breaking the 100-day EMA right now as we're talking about it. 303. I'll do 302.50. Let's see if they're going to even give me 50. I'll do 45 instead. NVIDIA is actually moving. $1.67 in the money right now. Maybe Roblox could start moving with it. This one's moving a little bit along to... I don't know if I could have the NASDAQ chart up somewhere for you guys so I don't have to keep bringing it from the top to the down. AMD, that's a good question. AMD should be probably moving in D. Let's go. AMD's moving along with it. Roblox now in the positive. If Roblox cracks above 100 and actually takes out this range high, then I'll add for that position for sure because I'm looking for a move back to 101, 102 on Roblox. That'll probably... put me back in the positive on that stock in general. Currently down on Roblox, but it's only, I guess, if you ignore the Apple mistake over here, that my orders are messed up, that caused this issue. Without this, Roblox would be my #1 loser today. But we can turn that around real quick as long as market's getting ready to rip right now.
Prad, a few people talk about ENSC. It's
ENSC. ENSC. ENSC actually got halted, as Ms. V just mentioned, with 1.6 million shares traded, halted to the upside. Halted at $4.80. So it looks like it moved all the way from $4.40 to $4.80, which caused it to get halt. We're going to put it directly on the imbalance locator for you guys and then pull it up the locator so we can see what the open indication for the stock price is. Apparently, it's going to try and open up around $5. Prad wants Bitcoin 28,000. I mean, if it goes there, I'll first cry, and then I'll wipe my tears, and then I'll take every single dollar I can find and go buy Bitcoin.
Prad, I actually see that Demith Diaz is asking what are those two blue lines on your chart, and actually also noticed that you have some new indicator. What's that?
These lines?
Blue ones.
Yeah,
right.
these are just the moving averages. One of them is supposed to be black actually, and they're just exponential averages. I'll put the red one to black. That way I can differentiate it easier. And then let me also save it. This layout doesn't want to save on me like 90% of the time. Really annoying.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's just exponential moving averages.
Okay.
We have a video on that too. If you want to put that in the chat for these guys, or they can Google it too. You know.
That's right, but why do we have me? I can put it in the chat. By the way, can you take a look at Facebook for us? It's
Yeah, for
flat,
sure.
but Cool is interested in Facebook.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you.
Facebook, where's Facebook coming to? Facebook was taking out a low over there at one point when I did pull it up earlier. So Facebook, once again, around $346 or so. Looks like the 100 EMA on Facebook has been rejecting quite a bit. We're looking for buyers to come in around these prices, especially if NASDAQ is not going to keep on NASDAQ is going to keep on testing the low a day and not break it. We would like these NASDAQ stocks such as Facebook, your Microsoft, your not Moderna, sorry, your NVIDIA and your AMDs and so on start making a nice reversal to the north side. So Facebook being one of them, we would like the nice little move to VWAP or even get a breakout of the 100-day EMA and keep on ripping. Check out ENSC. Has it opened up yet? Not yet, so we're still waiting on it to open up. Moderna gone. Good short. Let's go check out Moderna, mRNA. mRNA coming to the downside hard today. So looks like we did try to break through 250, and we even tried to hold 250 at multiple times, and then that breakdown of 250. I wish I had the opportunity to pull the stock up at this level and get short at this time, because that was a beauty of a move all the way to 238, at which point we're making a double bottom over here. Looks like there could be some buyers in front of 238 supporting Moderna. Very surprised to see Moderna actually go down along with the overall market, because usually you see vaccine plays go up when market's going down. So NVAX was one of them, which ripped up to the north side and then eventually came back to somewhat of a reality. See Affirm up now. Let's go check out Affirm. Where's Affirm going to? Affirm did make a move up over here and all the way to VWAP. Looks like the $100 level ended up being a pretty good support. I wish I had an order there sitting, to be honest, but oh well. A nice $2.50 move off the 100 level on Affirm. But the question is, do we go back to 104s, 103s, which is where this support over here, and actually go test that? So 103.50, I'd like for that stock or that price to come into play. If NASDAQ and SPYs can take out this levels that they're stuck in, or the resistances that they're kept getting rejected by, we could just get a nice move on Affirm also to 103.50 or so before getting rejected. But looks like the rejection could also be placed over here that we're currently looking at.
Brad, I just wanted to show it quickly. We won't go through every currency, but I wanted to point out that Bitcoin is down more than 6%, now at 47,700, and Ethereum is also down more than 6% and now is below 4,000 at 3,700 now.
Let's go. Keeping an eye on Roblox here. Roblox once again getting ready to go take out more lows. We just made a new low a day on Roblox, and it is completely annoying me at this point. Not sure what I even want to do with this stock. Let me just quickly, my trading view has crashed, so I'm going to have to do it this way instead. We'll move on. Why is market going down? I think markets are just flat, if you ask me. The SPY, which is the bigger basket of market, 500 stocks, or at least the 500 best stocks, is only down 0.08%. So I wouldn't say the market is down in any shape or form. Yeah, the NASDAQ is down 0.5%, but like, you know, that's still flat, man. Like, who cares? It's don't worry about it too much. I think tomorrow will really dictate if the market goes up or down, and that move will be probably a whole one direction for the whole day. So we're looking forward to see what happens on that side. Remember that approximately 65% of traders are executed by algorithm. Market is flat. Most stocks are getting torched. That's true. Stocks are getting some of them, like Roblox over here, absolute destruction, just getting lit up. RELI is going up. Let's go check out RELI. RELI indeed trying to go back to VWAP here. I don't know if we're going to actually do it, but it's attempting to. So RELI looking for some support in front of $5.80 and really attempting to start moving towards the north side. Obviously, $6 could come into some sort of resistance at $6. And if $6 gets taken out, then we could get that move to, look, what is it, $6.50 or so, or even all the way to VWAP. Roblox CEN high day, CEN high day, CEN on New York, New York. So 58,000 shares traded and probably nothing to talk about. So we're going to move on from that. CERN. CERN is probably going to keep on ripping at this point without giving me an opportunity to even trade it. So too bad, can't do anything about it. Can you see everything in real time with crypto? Power to people. You can see everything in real time with crypto. Well, you can see everything in real time with the stock market too, and actually with a little bit more less manipulation than crypto market. So stock market is actually more power to the people, if you ask me, than crypto, because crypto has no regulation, no sort of anything that blocking people from doing shady things. So I like the stock market more than the crypto market for trading, but that's just personal experiences and opinions and so on. Roblox, man, just getting destroyed. If 99 gets taken out, then I'm done with the stock. I don't want to be touching this anymore. Like, market's getting ready to go north and Roblox is getting ready to go south. How does that make sense? The regulation is what kills the stock market. Each to their opinion. I think the regulation is what helps people not lose so much money in the stock market and protects the people. But to each their own, you know? Everyone's to their own opinions. No regulation, but they want to tax it. Not sure. Are you talking about crypto, I guess? Maybe?
Right, Prad, just 1 minute left until Brandon, Arun, and Sean will take over, guys, to trade the last 2 hours of this trading day. Hopefully volume will come and will give you exact those opportunities you are looking for. We are wishing you luck. Thank you so much for 1,000 likes, for all the support on the chat, and for spending this trading with us, sharing your thoughts and trades, Prad.
Yeah, guys, have a great time. We had a great time, as always, every single day. You know where to come back tomorrow at 11 o'clock, always. And I'm going to have a fun time trading the rest of the day and then cutting my mom's birthday cake. Well, I'm not going to be cutting it, but she is. And I'm going to have a fun time eating this cake that I spent money on. So it's going to be fun.
We are looking forward to see your Instagram stories.
Yes.
What cake you will end up to choose. And again, happy birthday to your mother.
Thank you, Miss V. I'll let her know you wished her.
Yay, please.
All right, guys, paka. Come back tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Love you.
Paka.
Welcome to the close, guys. 2 o'clock. Let's take you through the final 2 hours of trading on a Tuesday. It has been a pretty muted session. That ENSC has resumed. We are trading a little bit lower. Trader Prad was talking about that halt on ENSC. A lot of people discussing that as well. Wanted to mention this CCL, also just popping up on volume here. Back to the downside, was holding 21 there for most of the midday period.